Well, welcome back to another week of the Manifest podcast. I can only hope that my audio is going through my microphone. We're going to have a whole bunch of people coming on tonight, but all of them are showing up late. With me right now, as always, are Sam, Noel, Cameron, Ball. I always say Hall. Sometimes it was Vol and one until a couple of weeks ago, but we got it right this time, hopefully.
True.
Yeah?
It's pronounced Nowell.
Nowell? Well, that's weird.
No, it's not weird. That's how it's pronounced.
Well, whatever. The framing.
I'm gonna leave now because I'm
just
so
be thankful
offended.
I don't call you Newell.
Newell. Okay.
Gabe Newell.
All right, you want to get reported?
Yeah, report the
you
video.
report me to
see what
Steam?
happens.
I will.
Well,
Get a VAC ban on me.
somehow we made it to 8 episodes of this godforsaken show.
Without getting
Yeah,
blocked.
that makes this our 2-month anniversary then.
Yeah, I mean, so we've only skipped 1 week. We've been going pretty good. First episode was Scaletrains on the Main. This episode is Scaletrains on the Main. Or no, I'm talking about the model railroad news show I do. Scaletrains Conspiracies. Part 1 was the first episode. Now we're doing a part 2. Jesus.
I wasn't there for the first one.
Oh, well, you were invited for the first one.
I couldn't make it. I was busy.
Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't show.
Well, to everybody who's watching this on the rewind, first of all, why? But second of all, thank you. I encourage you to make it as far as you can. To everybody who's come here from Ken Patterson's What's Neat This Week show, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I've gotten like 25 subscribers in the past 24 hours because he mentioned me on his show. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Hello to everybody who's coming from there. This is a very niche show, and if you need to tap out, it's okay.
We understand.
We understand. So,
We also see when you all leave.
yeah, we
we
have a
can
little counter.
see. We can see who you are when you leave.
Well, so we're here to talk about Scaletrains Conspiracies, but before we jump into that, in the past 2 days, day and a half, 12 hours-ish, it surfaced that Broadway Limited is quite close to releasing an FEF 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 pair of 844 things, which is pretty exciting.
And
Yay.
can I just say, I've been talking about this for like 8 months because I made a YouTube video about it. I'm not gonna plug my channel, but
it was in the intro, so I mean, there's really not a point for you to hold it back now.
Right. I mean, I made a YouTube video about it like 8 months ago, like with proof that they were gonna release it. And,
What was the early proof?
I literally just sent their technician an email. I was just like, hey, you guys gonna make an FEF because that'd be a really smart move. And he was like, yeah, we're doing it right now.
The next day they announce it.
Yeah, he was like, we're working on it right now, and we'll like release it in the summer.
Cool.
So,
and we know that's going to be out before early 2022, whatever that means. Usually Broadway kind of lets us know when stuff is going to happen right as it's coming out. So, well, before we get too far, we have our Lord and Savior for this stream, the person that makes it entertaining.
Oh, now he shows up.
Yeah.
thank God, I was leading.
Yeah,
the group here.
You
put Sam in charge? Oh God.
Yeah, it was kind
I'm
of
your
rough.
protege. What do you expect?
You're not wrong. I taught you well.
Yeah. See what happens? My thing's all zoomed out. My microphone's casting a shadow over my face, and I forgot to take off my
We're a mess
strap
without you.
clothes, so I
Fine.
just put a shirt over it. So
So what did I miss, gentlemen? What's going on?
this
Spot.
pretty much. We talked about the Broadway Limited FEF announcement.
Wait, they announced it
Wait, is
officially?
there an actual announcement?
Because you don't read the chat. I'm just saying. So Broadway Limited, in the past 24 hours, it has surfaced that they are officially releasing
No.
an FEF.
There's no way. It can't be.
Bro, I've been talking about this on the podcast.
Shut
since
up,
I came
Sam.
on the first time.
Sam, I know. God.
Well, the Vanderbilt Hudson is also in tooling.
FEF 1
This is all coming from an email that came out. Somebody posted it on the Broadway Limited fans page. It's not clear whether it's brass or plastic, although I think right now.
Wait, this was an email that was sent out?
Yeah, on the Broadway Limited fans page.
Oh, wait.
Of course, on the Scaletrains episode, we just start out by talking about Broadway Limited.
I mean, they are the king.
When
of
are we
stuff,
not
so-
talking about?
Yeah, what else is there to talk about? Because I don't know.
Plenty, but we
anybody-
don't.
Anybody's like, oh, you hate Broadway Limited. It's gonna be so critical. Yeah, okay, yeah, we love Broadway.
Okay, let me zoom in on my face
We're
real
only
quick.
critical because we've dumped hundreds upon hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
into
when
them.
you spend
Thousands.
freaking $7,000 on Broadway models, yeah, you have the right to be a little critical when you start seeing the same problems in every. Anyway, I'm not getting on my
Yeah,
soapbox.
but it's the I got an email. Well, I was gonna send in my Hudson over the summer, and I found out that it was gonna take like 4 months for them to fix it, and I was just like,
Yep.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
At least not
yes.
right now. So I talked to them, and I was like, I have a question about like future upcoming things. So who can I contact about that? And she was like, okay, I'll give you his email. So I wrote down the guy that she gave, or no, maybe it's on the website, something like that. It was like one of their technicians or something. He's like, yeah, you can email the support line. So I emailed them. I was like, are you guys making an FEF? They're like, yeah, it'll be next summer when we release it. And I have the email. I screenshotted it. And there might be a date on it. I don't know if there's a date, but I haven't.
Broadway is really like pushing out some crazy releases.
Yeah.
Like, did y'all see the promo video for the 282s, the Santa Fe 282s? They look
had, like,
more.
When did that come out? They haven't made a YouTube video in like 4 months since Christmas was the last one.
They dropped a video at the start of this. Yeah, start on Monday actually.
I
Train
did not
show.
see it.
Ken's Train show. Yeah, you didn't. Oh, dude. Oh my God. Should we?
Oh,
should we?
I
Oh,
saw
is this gonna be? Why
Oh
don't
my
I
God.
download it and we can go play
they
by
also
play commentary.
they also have like the actual molds of the early Challenger. Like they were just sitting there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, they actually look really good, and it made me feel a little bit better. Seeing the actual physical model instead of the picture. I don't know what it is, but those pictures just don't do it justice. They look really good, like really good.
But I would argue that the 210 or not the 282s look more like brass models than the early Challengers do.
Oh,
I agree.
I thought it was the official like promo video for that.
No,
It's
we didn't
just
get to
the-
hear any
Oh.
sounds.
Okay, well
No.
then why don't you screen share it? Because it's not worth downloading it to get the audio if it's
Agree-
just the photo.
Agreed. That's why I was like, hey, you want me just to hold on? I'm moving.
I apologize formally. But
Yeah,
this
you
is
should.
a good
Put your life
a
together.
good tie-in to Scale
Samuel.
Trains because if we
It
look in
is?
the top left corner, at least for me, we're on Scale Trains Conspiracies Part 2 this week.
Yeah. So what's the conspiracy this time?
I don't really know.
That's
See,
what
this
I've
is-
been wondering.
This is why you can't start labeling things randomly, Drusif.
Watch
well,
Scale-
nobody else had a topic, so I was like, "Oh yeah, Scale Trains Conspiracies Part 2."
Look,
That
Drew,
was
you want a
good-
topic? Just
you
send
should
me
have
a
Just
topic.
done like
Dude,
double
I've just
question
said-
mark.
Yeah.
Drew, send me a message and I'll just make you a topic every week. It's fine. If you
Well, I've done that before, but you don't like to look in the group chat.
I
Which
said
makes
send
it
me a
hard.
message, not in a group chat, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We already talked
I
about.
am a grown man. I have responsibilities.
We already
I have
talked
a
about
life.
Theme King
I have-
Incorporated going to produce a
No.
Camelback.
Shh, be quiet. This
Uh-huh.
isn't Steam King conspiracies, okay?
Oh my
Quiet.
god! And maybe that'll be a show one day.
Putting my dude, putting my business out there in the streets. Hold on, share screen, share audio.
Yeah. So when's the sample coming out?
Don't worry about that. Gotta
Wait,
make it
you're
sound-
making a Camelback?
It was a joke.
well, kind of. I've thought about it. All right, we're gonna ignore all this crap, okay?
Also,
Well,
those N scale
Yeah,
Pacific
I
tabs.
thought they
let's
were
just
in
ignore the
scale. Like they look,
DG1s
the
and the
P70s
passenger
look
cars.
good for N scale. I'll give them that.
Look at that.
those look,
Oh.
dude.
That-
Oh
that's
my
okay, hold on, I'm
God,
just
bro,
gonna-
take my social
So they
security
do,
number
I
now.
will
Yeah,
admit
I'm just gonna open Broadway
They
Limited
look good.
here.
They would make Jason Tron proud.
Look at that! Look at that! Look
so
at
good.
You guys know
Ah!
how I can place a pre-order on that?
Go
Yeah,
to www.trainworld.com
Actually,
Type in
pre-orders are
code-
the
code
pre-order boat
Max
has sailed, so you
Podcast
gotta buy
5
one of those.
for 99.9%
Look at that.
off of your order.
It's almost worth it just for how it looks. Like it's
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm not gonna even get to run this, and I'm excited. Like this is gonna literally sit on my shelf in a house that I don't even live in anymore. I'm just gonna be happy at the fact that I know I've got one of these.
You're not gonna take it out of the box. You just want it to be pristine when like somebody liquidates all your.
I'm just gonna sniff it and put it back in.
Like after I'm gonna buy this, keep it in its box, and then after I pass away and all my possessions are being liquidated,
look at
they'll
that,
pull us out
dude.
and they'll be like, imagine.
That is brass level detail.
Can we
That
just
really
talk
is.
about
That's gorgeous.
that's stupid,
Gorgeous.
stupid
And the
detail.
whistle cord. The only other one that has that I can.
Or the
think of is
protos.
a triplex.
Oh, everybody watching thinks this is N scale.
no, this is HO.
This
Oh,
is
this
HO
is
scale.
HO.
It says it on the screen.
I'm switching to N scale. Don't worry. Don't switch to N scale. You can keep your
Don't do
HO.
that.
It's
Keep
fine.
your
This
HO.
is HO scale.
Well, Churro was talking about the N scale Pacifics.
they're made of
which they're
die-cast.
running.
Oh,
they
the
don't feel
The
the
USRA Pacifics.
It is
I'm gonna
plastic,
say-
which
I'm
is
gonna say this.
surprising to me.
I'm gonna say this right now about Broadway makes me want to do N scale. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like they have come out with some really cool models in it, and I've seen some in person. Those specifics, the Mikados. Oh my god, dude!
The
They're
M1Ds.
Well,
This-
the T2s or whatever, the Pennsylvania thing that looks like a bullet. That was
Yeah, the
cool.
Yeah.
or the T1.
and
Yeah.
their sound is really good. It's like wow, this
well, they
almost
were
sounds
the,
like
the
a,
whole thing about Broadway is they were the first to put sound
Well, to
and
be fair,
N
when you've got
scale.
when you've got a whole ass coast to coast
on,
tender,
at least on the Wikipedia
you can
page
fit a
is what-
decent speaker
what
in
it
there.
says.
They
Yeah,
also
the
they
Pensy
also
model.
have
Thing's literally bigger than the engine.
Okay. Look at the
that's
challenges.
fairly Challenger.
Damn.
Okay,
That
Oh,
looks really
we
damn.
could make a whole episode about that.
But
did,
bro,
didn't we?
like
No,
like
Can-
Yeah,
like,
wasn't
we
that
just
last
take a
time?
screenshot of this and make this the background of the
yeah.
episode.
Can we
Yeah.
actually change the title of the
Change the title
podcast
to
real quick
Broadway.
to
Well,
Broadway
we had-
Limited?
we
'Cause-
had-
yeah.
We had somebody from Scaletrains here, so
Well, we
you
can't.
know.
Maybe they left.
We're just gonna have to wait. No, I'm just joking.
So here's the
wait
thing.
your turn.
If
This is Broadway.
If Mr. Shane or Drayton are still
at that.
here, could you let us know? And maybe in the next couple minutes, if you're not here, we're gonna
They're
gonna
like,
switch topics.
Also,
like-
I'm pretty sure there's
switched.
I'm pretty sure with how this one works, the marker lights aren't lit, but the number boards
Oh,
look like they're lit.
Oh.
I think you're right. I think the marker lights. That's kind of disappointing. Why?
Well,
you know what?
Have
think
they
the
ever
number
done
boards light up,
illuminated
though.
marker lights on their brass hybrid stuff? Like that's not
Yes.
typically. Oh wait, really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The 700 has marker lights.
Well, that's
Even-
one.
Even the big
412
boy
has it too.
The big boy has marker lights as well.
So is the Challenger.
Yeah, like they've all Scaletrains buys Broadway Limited.
Like they've the thing is
know.
like they've proven that they can do it and they don't.
Look at like
But
that
it
looks
does
so
look really good.
good.
That looks really good.
Like seeing it up close, like and with all the detail, like that. I'm sorry, Adrian, I love you, but this looks better. this looks.
yeah.
This is a way better looking
Yes.
model. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
it is just better, and I
How-
think it will be in every single way. And even
gonna
the
drive-
Hudson looks good.
Yeah, their Hudson is nice, but anyway, that's that's all.
There's no
the
window
glass?
glazing on it though. So
Stop sharing.
it's just like a
Okay,
river
so
velocity.
So
the way to tie this in to our topic
yeah, scale trains. How are you gonna?
is
How are you gonna
Broadway
stack up?
Limited is going to give Scaletrains or vice versa a run for their money.
All the manufacturers are giving each other a run for their money. Like
Well,
they're all.
nobody's putting out steam locomotives right now. Bachmann made a Hudson in N scale, which was kind of cool. But besides that, we don't really have anything new coming out right now.
you're right.
Mm. Well, let me
Okay.
think.
Besides what Broadway Limited's putting out with their new Mikado and their brass thing.
And their new
And-
210Os.
Yeah, oh,
Daylight.
but then Scaletrains with their MTH tooling. It's quite a tie-in, if you ask me.
It will be.
So I don't
Yeah.
know.
So here's the thing, and here's the thing you got to think about too. The scale trains tooling that they acquired from MTH. Some of that is old Broadway Limited tooling, which is what's
Okay.
like the big boy. The what else was Broadway? I think not the Mohawk. The Mohawk wasn't Broadway tooling. God, I used to know that offhand. I think the J might have been Yeah, the J was Broadway tooling. I'm pretty sure. and a few other. Oh, did they? No, they didn't have a Challenger.
No.
Broadway didn't have a Challenger. No, they got the Challenger mold from Lionel. I think they acquired that from Lionel.
Mm-hmm.
The
And
HO Challenger mold.
the turbine.
The turbine. Yeah, there, but real quick, Daylight P&W Productions brought up something that was really interesting. He said Beelight needs to make a return to the GS4s. I agree. When those GS4s came out, though, they had a lot of problems. I think this is my prediction, okay? And I'm going to tie this into Scaletrains. Just hear me out. This is what I think is going to happen, okay? So, as we're noticing, there's no steam on the market right now, right? Like, no one's really producing a lot of steam. In the next year and a half, what you're going to start manufacturers are going to start pumping out the steam. Did anybody hear about that Shay that one company from Europe is making?
What?
You didn't hear about that? DCC and Sound Shay for $399. That's going to be dropping.
Quite expensive for a Shay.
No, it is not.
That's a good price.
Really?
The Bachmans went for that.
Oh,
yeah.
And that was 15 years ago. So
the Bachman ones are still going for that.
Yeah. Well, especially they're rare now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so one more thing about Bachman. So they're kind of making a comeback just a little bit because they're rerunning old stuff and they're retooling their 060, putting TCS and everything. But so they're trying to, like, the ACS 64 and the Charger had, much higher quality than everything else. Mm-hmm. Their streamlined K4 was good. The motor was pretty loud, but besides that, like, it was good. But then they're retooling an 060, which is great, but they're trying to move into these, rivet counter market, and yet it has a dummy coupler on the front. Dummy coupler on the front, molded in. So that's obviously not gonna work out.
Right.
Like, if they're trying to appeal to that market, they should either go all the way or stick to their quote unquote Bachman market.
Well, wait, hang on. What engine? Say that again. What engine have the dummy coupler on it?
They're making a USRA 060.
They're making a USRA 060. Oh, wait, they are? Bachman is?
Yeah, they're retooling it.
Bachman made. Wait, when did Bachman make a USRA 060?
They're retooling it, so it's new.
Do we have pictures?
Wait, but a retool would imply that they had an old tooling, which they're redoing.
All those old 060s that are in circulation?
Yeah, they're taking that mold and they're gonna soup it up.
They're making a new mold that's more prototype oriented.
I see. I am excited.
So you mean like the old, like, Smoky Mountain 060?
Yeah. But this one, like, now they have prototype specific tenders and stuff. It's not just the same mold that says Merry Christmas, that says Union Pacific, that says all these different things. That one.
I would buy one. I'm being honest. Like, here's the thing, Bachman. This is Bachman's niche, and this is where they do really well. Bachman makes really nice small locomotives. Like, everyone else makes big steam. Bachman makes the 460s, the 260s, like the 280s
too,
and diecast. The 210s. Like, they do, like, all the really nice small to mid-size steam, 440s, all that. Like, that's Bachman's pocket. I think if they stay there and, like, continue to improve on the detail and maybe play around with the sounds, maybe continue to use TCS, because I know they're using TCS for a while, I think that they'll really, like, Bachman will always have a place, especially with their Spectrum line. Like, their models, I personally love Bachman models. But I don't know.
Even their J that they came out with, like, 2 or 3 years ago, that had, like, the sound value.
Yeah.
And I saw they're like $120 on Train World right now, which is a steal for any engine with sound. And I looked it up to see what it sounded like, and it's not horrible. Like,
no, it's good.
It is not. I mean, if there was no other J on the market and I was in the market for one, I'd probably buy that one. Like,
let me point something out to you guys real quick, okay? So we always, on this podcast, everybody, and actually in general, the hobby right now, there's a lot of talk going around about how the hobby is getting really expensive. Bachman's prices are very affordable. They've managed to keep their pricing very affordable. I think that Bachman is going to be like kind of the gateway drug for when people are kind of graduating out of
That's
Thomas
quite a term.
into
Yeah.
well, they kind of are when they're
No,
graduating
it's
from,
accurate. It's
Yeah.
accurate.
because things you can go to a train show and get a sound value like mogul for like $60.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's Bachman in many ways is keeping the hobby alive and affordable for younger modelers, and on top of that, putting in the new DCC technology inside. So I think that these other manufacturers, I think they'll be fine. Like, for example, Broadway. I know that their models are getting more expensive, but for what you're getting in a Broadway model,
Yeah.
you're really not paying. You're getting your money's worth, in my opinion. You can get that Santa Fe 282 we just saw. You can still get that for about $399, which is pretty reasonable.
Which
price.
is for the detail and
For that
hopefully
detail and sound and lights. That's amazing.
Yeah. And
So-
like 760 for a brass model that runs, has sound and smoke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be facing some reliability issues there, but we have
Just
no
look
way.
past it. Yeah.
We actually have no way of knowing, because
Right.
according to what they said, they have really focused on making their steam engines more robust. But enough about Broadway.
Yeah.
But
Well, no, you bring a good point. Like, they're gonna, if they do everything that they say is coming in Paragon 4, and I have complete faith that they will, it's gonna be pretty impressive. It's gonna be really big. But
Right.
we just need to count on that they follow through, and it's really just up to them, and I think they will again. But
and I hope they know that if they don't follow through, there's
just
gonna be
saying.
some.
I feel like I feel like saying
there's
it in
gonna
the
be some
most
trouble.
politically correct way possible. You want this to work out because Scaletrains is coming through. Bachman Rapido
Listen,
are all producing steam now, and there's just going to be a huge 4-way race.
that's what I'm saying, and that's the point I was trying to get to before, is that like a lot of the popular Steam logo. So like when we get off this big boy hype, right? When people are done buying the big boy, they're really like, okay, what else do we want?
Great day in history.
I am telling you right now, the 4449. I think the 4449 is going to have a resurgence in popularity. There haven't been a lot of daylight sets produced recently. It's been a long time since Broadway's come out with their daylight. Scaletrains now has the MTH tooling for the daylight. I have a feeling Bachman, Scaletrains, and maybe I think Broadway and Paragon 4, I think they're going to come back out with the daylight, but I think that the sounds are going to be like spot on. And you're going to have to choose between if you want the Broadway or the Scaletrains. For me personally, and this is what I'm going to be considering when looking at those two. The Broadway will be nice because it'll have an entirely new sound set. If they use their old mold was more prototypical than the MTH. So a lot of people are probably going to they might want to lean towards that. And I already have an MTH, so I'm kind of leaning on, having a new mold with new sounds and maybe picking up the Broadway if they do that. On the other hand, Scaletrains, what I'm curious about is how they're going to do the sound in that ESU decoder. So although it'll be an old mold, one, are they going to keep the smoking whistle effect? Two, are they going to have smoke in general? And then three, what is it going to sound like? I honestly believe Scaletrains, they'll probably have, I think that their daylight will probably sound closer to the prototype than Broadway Limited. And that's because Scaletrains seems to be following the same line of work that Rapido does. Drew, calm down.
I'm really
keep it on lock.
Lock it in, boys. No, this Scaletrains is I guarantee they're taking notes from Rapido. They're seeing what Rapido is doing. They're like, you know what? Like Rapido makes all their own sound files. Maybe Scaletrains will want to do the same thing if they get the chance. So I think that they're going to put that level of attention to detail in the sounds, really make it stand out from the MTH.
I think also to kind of improve, I think they might make. I don't know how much they can do, but knowing how seriously they take prototypical, looks, they might try to kind of edit without a lack of proper term. They might try and adjust, the details to make it really look good. I mean, I would say it's not out of the question if you actually have the means and the resources to do so. I think it's not out of the question for them to take the MTH model and kind of roid it up to make it,
Well,
make it look
And I
nice.
would be surprised if they didn't, because there's scale trains, like we've said, and it's kind of heard a lot. MTH never really shook off the toy train look of their products.
what do you mean?
The gap between the tender and the silver rims around the wheels, as opposed to how
Walls.
Broadway Limited kind of grazed them out.
MTH had their own proprietary sounds that were by the plastic drawbar with the brass in it to do the connection. And
Yeah.
with
Well,
the ESU decoders, it'll be different.
Well, here's the thing. Not just that, but you have to understand as well. Not all like that was on a couple of MTH models. A good majority of them gave you the option to choose a prototypical length between the engine and the tender, or they were really close together. The big boy that I have is an extreme example. Like that, like that wasn't normally. I have just about as many MTH models as I do Broadway, and the length between the engine and the tender is actually really nice on most of them.
That's why I specified the big boy when I'm talking about it, because I'm citing the big boy. I can't speak to the rest of the models.
And
I have
older
looked
ones,
at the 4449 they did, and something about it I don't really like though.
though the proportions, from what I've been told, I can't tell because I'm kind of a layman, but the proportions are a little off.
The
from what I've
drivers
heard.
seemed too small. Maybe it was the white walls making them look smaller than they were, but the white walls seemed a bit extreme.
That's
a
why
lot of
people were
pictures of daylights
saying
don't even have white walls on them later in their careers.
Let me share a couple
But
videos, gentlemen.
The whole thing about this is, I'm saying,
But
scale
that's
trains
rivet counting.
wouldn't be economically feasible for them to retool a significant portion of anything, but put a hole in for a light here and there, or even a smoke output if we're lucky. And if the wheels are kind of off, they already have to retool the driving rods, because that's one of the things they didn't get from the acquisition. They have to re-engineer all of those. I'm sure they have drawings, but that would allow them to maybe retool wheels that they could just stick on the same axle.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I doubt Scale Trains will do much retooling, if any at all. They're not gonna touch those models. It would cost more money than what it's actually worth. It's tooling is so expensive, and the only reason why I even say that is because let me give you an example, right? So this is a transformer, right? This right here costs thousands of dollars to tool. This is nowhere near as complex as a model train. However, a lot of engineering has to go into this. When manufacturers create tooling, basically their mindset is, okay, how many times, if we're gonna mold a particular product, how many times can we reuse that mold? So for example, like let's say this character, there's like 2 or 3 different color schemes that they could repaint this character into to make it a different character to take full advantage of the mold. That's why, for example, you have a lot of manufacturers that will use that'll make F7s. And that's because every railroad had an F7. That's why every manufacturer makes a USRA Mikado, because every railroad had a Mikado. When they do certain molds, the reason why they do them is because they can repurpose them and retool them and make more profit, because it's not tied to a specific railroad. Now, when you get into the more railroad-specific items, it becomes difficult. Like, for instance, the Daylight. The Daylight's pretty popular. Even people who aren't SP fans might buy a Daylight because it's just such an iconic train. But the thing about it is this.
Same with like K4s.
Exactly. Same with K4s. But the thing is to go in and retool it, even the side rods. The side rods are kind of an external feature, so they might be able to do that.
Well, no, they have to. They didn't acquire anything.
What do you mean they didn't?
So in the acquisition, the side rods weren't produced in China with everything else. They were actually from outsourced to Korea, and China import taxes are ridiculous because they don't want you to bring stuff in. They want to push stuff out.
Right.
So they need to retool it, which is going to be cheaper than them bringing the tooling over. So, with that, it might be worth them spending the extra money. I don't know if they would or not to just, fix the wheels.
up the
Because
wheels.
they would, in
They've got the
retooling
blueprints.
side rods, they would be able to fix the side rods before they tool them again if they chose to do that. I don't really think I'd care whether they did or not, but it seems like a Scaletrains thing to do.
Yeah.
Like
So are we still talking about GS4s?
Yeah.
We're talking about assorted steam locomotives.
Well, I think when I look at MTH models, I think there's something about the Broadway models that look better. I think think there's something about them that
It's really hard to
it
put
just
to specifically
Wait,
point
oops,
to
hold
any
on.
one thing.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I saw some kind of ad came up.
No, it's not that. I didn't share the audio.
TSG
What?
Multimedia.
Oh, TSG Multimedia.
Our good old
Pesci.
Our good old friends at TSG Multimedia. By the way, Drew and I would like to formally announce that this weekend on Sunday.
Yeah.
Kind of important. Probably should mention that.
Mhm.
This weekend on Sunday. What time is it going to be, Drew?
I don't even know. I have an NMRA clinic tomorrow that I need to work on tonight. So
Isn't it 4:30?
4:30
No.
your time. Starts at 4:30. We have to be there by 7.
Right. So 4 o'clock my time. So yeah,
Tune in
before-
at 7:30 Eastern time, 4:30 Pacific time. We're going to talk about young people in the hobby. It's going to be me, Clint, 2 people who I've never heard of before, and Drayton Blackrobe.
yeah, we're gonna be talking about young people in the hobby and what it's like to be in the hobby and yada yada and all that good stuff. So
Cool.
it's gonna be a
So,
fun time.
Come watch that or don't, but we'd prefer.
No, stop. Come watch it. Come watch it or
it.
you're banned from everything forever. Okay?
Yeah,
Cool.
except
All right,
that's kind of harsh.
No, it's not.
We're
awesome.
I'm actually going to miss it because I'm going to be out of town on
Wow.
Sunday.
Okay. Guess you can't be part of the podcast anymore.
Yeah,
Weird.
you're out. You can't be here anymore.
Oh man.
Okay,
We
bye.
love you.
Well.
But
We love you. We love you, Cam. You're fired though. No, I'm just joking.
Oh yeah, back to Steam King Industries. Steam King Imports.
Yeah, Steam King Enterprises.
Team King Enterprises coming out with a new daylight. Look at it.
Yeah, that's the debate we have.
That's
What kind of camelback deserves to be produced?
You know what? Can we do a podcast on my channel next week on Saturday and talk about like what we would do if we had our own model train company?
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be really cool.
Let's do that. Let's do that
week
next
at
Saturday.
4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern time. Go to the
What
Steam
time do
King
I-
on YouTube.
Yeah, so 2:30 my 2 o'clock my time is on it. So 5 o'clock your time.
Whoa, that's
on the
I
East
feel
Coast?
like you do. 5 o'clock. Wait a second. So I stay up with this show until like past 11. Then I go to bed at like 2 in the morning. Are people on the West Coast like a lot more well rested? Because you do this at like 5, get done at 7, eat a meal, go to bed at like a reasonable
About,
hour.
like 3 a.m.,
Whereas
yeah.
I'm up all night. Like are people on the West Coast just a lot more well rested, whereas people on the East Coast just stay up for no reason?
Maybe
Neither.
that's why they're cranky.
Who East Coast people?
Yeah.
Like look, we stay up just as late over here. It's just especially me. I'm always doing some project or something crazy, especially like getting this
Me
house
too.
set up. But anyway, so this is the.
I
this
think
is
it was
the-
an important topic to cover personally.
Okay. Look, if you want to hear about my sleep pattern, we can talk about that next week on my
Yeah, it's
podcast.
the 7:30, 4:30 Eastern Pacific, respectively.
But yeah, we'll 2
Okay.
o'clock p.m. Pacific time next week. We'll do that. My Steam King channel.
5.
So 5 o'clock your time,
Oh.
2 o'clock my time, Saturday.
Oh, I might need
That'll
to come from a GoPro in
What do
Maryland.
you got something to do on next week?
I'm going to be coming to the StreamYard live from a kayak in Maryland.
Hey guys, just rowing with one arm here. Don't
Yeah.
mind me.
I got it.
Is that a shark?
Where did you get a whale?
You
I
know
thought
I
you were
don't
in
touch the
river.
ocean at all.
Oh. No. You're gonna be in a river, and there's just gonna be a giant whale sitting there covering a waterfall. It's gonna be crazy. All right, gentlemen, back on topic here. So this was the Broadway Limited GS4 from back in the day.
Which is a
That
nice
does
thing.
look really
One
good.
thing that they
It
got
looks
wrong
nice.
are the member boards.
Come on,
Too-
Dan.
Too
Oh
bad
my
the sounds
God.
were trash.
And they really should
Hey.
stick out a little bit.
You're not
The
wrong.
back of the tender also includes a lot of good detail.
The thing about Dan Quir, I think he's a bit too hard sometimes. Like I just want to say the Royal Hudson.
Okay,
the
hang on.
logo-
We
the
cannot
logo
talk. We
beneath the
cannot
cab.
talk about
He
anybody
said
being
it-
too hard.
He said it was blurry.
We can't.
Like he said, and then I get it, and it looks fine to my eye, and it's like barely the size of my fingernail. I'm like, I'm
Hey.
okay if that's a little
So
blurry.
the whistles
He
here on
caters
this
his
version?
reviews to like the most nitpickiest of rivet counters.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is that right? The whistle being right there?
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be near the
I thought it
smokestack.
was near the smokestack.
Because that looks more like the J. The J has it back there, but the GS4 should have it in the front. I thought. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let's look at real
Oh
pictures.
wow, look at Broadway. Really, I hope that's something they improve in the future. I don't like.
find pictures from. The
Wait, did they
top.
close off the cab?
Yeah,
Yes.
they did.
Huh.
So did the
Yeah,
MTH.
that's-
The MTH closed it off
That's
too.
the all-weather cab. That's prototypical.
Yeah,
They have an enclosed cab.
yeah. You have to look through the little
Looks
window to
Yeah,
get the.
Dan Cortopassi to answer the comment.
Okay, hang on,
Oh.
let's.
Here's the summary of all Dan Cortopassi reviews. The coupler is too low. The factory will be destroyed.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that his coupler gauge is too high.
Turn the
Does anybody
factory to
else
the-
get that impression?
He would take
All
off
of
like
the
5%
couplers
of the
of all the
score
reviews
because
he
the
does-
coupler was like half a
Every-
millimeter off.
They're
Oh,
always exactly the same amount lower than the coupler.
All the manufacturers are wrong. Clearly, you didn't do your
what
job
if it
right.
was, all these years that he was doing reviews for John? What if his
Able to
coupler
do
height gauge was
normal-
off?
Yeah, what if his
I always
gauge
low-key
was
kind of thought it
wrong.
because I always noticed that the coupler for some reason was always almost exactly the same height lower than his gauge.
Yeah,
And I'm just like,
so,
well, at
you
what
know.
point is it just in gauge? If they're all in gauge with each other, but they're out of gauge with the gauge, isn't the gauge kind of just wrong?
I mean,
Also,
I think
if
with
the
the
thing
cane there.
couples the cars, why do you care? Like,
Wait, hold on. Listen to that classic Paragon 2 sound.
yeah,
Gorgeous.
I mean, it sounds fine.
That bell,
Bell's-
I
don't like
do
that
not
bell.
like
Bell's
that
pretty
bell.
bad.
One thing
don't like
about
that
Bell.
bell.
So you know how we were making fun of the Big Boy Bell last week?
You from Broadway?
MMRA was wrong.
Starting to see a pattern here.
Well, no. I was
Looking at the
listening.
mechanism.
I was listening to a recording of it, and it actually sounded like 100% accurate.
Which one? The Broadway one?
The Broadway Big Boy Bell /
No.
Challenger Bell.
No.
Look up a video.
All right.
Yeah,
Challenger
look,
bells and
Chat,
big boy bells
chat,
are different.
chat.
We already went
All
over
right,
this
all
in a
right, all right,
previous
all right.
podcast.
Hold on, chat.
Now-
We're doing this again. We're pulling up big boys and challengers and examining sounds from models to the prototype again. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, folks.
Okay. Clint,
Don't mind me.
forget about my don't forget about my little playlist there.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
We
that's right.
do-
You have
so we do need to talk about scale trains at some point.
That's got the
No.
Challenger
We're gonna relate this. We're gonna relate this scale train.
Oh
We're gonna
wow.
relate this
Okay, I'm just here for the
Be
ride.
like, be like
I
big
have got a
boy.
44449 video. If you guys want a comparison, I'll throw it in the group chat. Thanks,
Listen,
Aaron.
See, this is
I
what
need
you.
water. I'm like severely dehydrated. I'm sorry.
This is what you get, Drew, for labeling the podcast something specific. You should know better. You like to go on rants.
God, that model looks so good though.
It's a beautiful model. I love it. That's why I haven't sold it. I should sell it because I don't need two big boys right now. But I'm gonna keep it because I'm greedy.
Also, but dude, just have two big boys. There's nothing wrong with that.
no,
I have two. One of them doesn't work. But
I mean, it's literally your profile picture on YouTube.
you're
Yeah.
not wrong.
that's my River Rossi big boy. Well,
Let's get out. Don't you ever say River Rossi big boy here ever again.
I have one.
That is a bad word.
Hardcore big boy.
Rossi.
You want to see
It's
it?
like, why does it make so many people mad? Like you just say
Because
River Rossi and
it's
everybody
so
goes crazy.
Bad. I'm sorry. Their
Because
big
River
boy's
Rossi's
not
the
good.
trash you have to
It is-
scroll through to
Are
get
they
to the
still
after
in business?
models.
Like, can you still buy like pre-order something from River Rossi?
Yeah, you can. You know.
Oh wait, I have
they
the
gotta be
Aaron
coming from
video.
somewhere.
I have
Oh,
some
Aaron
You
River
has-
cannot
Rossi
go
big
anywhere
cars.
on the
They're
internet
not
without
bad.
finding
Aaron
River Rossi.
recorded 4449. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in the private chat.
Hold on.
trying
Oh,
to find
it's
a
quite a
clip of
long
the.
link. It's like a paragraph.
I'm
of
trying to find a
random
clip of the
letters.
bell, bro, and I don't.
Oh,
Wasn't
go
that the
go
beginning?
to the recording I watched. It was 4449 or what is it? What's that number? 4014 first steam in 50 years. And it's like the first time they blew the whistle.
It has the bell in there.
Mm-hmm.
It does? I'm pretty sure they also rang the bell in the trials when they were running it up and down the yard.
Mm-hmm.
This one?
Mm-mm.
This one?
You just keep scrolling.
Drew, are you high? Stop doing drugs.
Oh my god, just do the top one. I can't.
No, because there's no bell in that one. That's why I was
No.
confused.
Oh my god.
You know what? You know what, guys? Here's a
Why don't you look up
fantastic idea.
L? There you go.
God, that's all we had to do. This.
Oh, I found it.
Drew,
already got it.
Boy,
Drew,
We
Drew,
got
Drew,
it.
Drew,
We got it.
blowing its
got it.
whistle for the
Perfect.
first time in nearly 60
Drew-
years. See, I said
Drew.
50 and it's 60. My apologies.
Drew,
Okay.
Drew kind of already were here. So
Okay. We need to
wanna say
talk
for the
about this
record,
in
it
just a
has no
second.
whistle.
Somebody created a valid claim. We need to talk about this.
We'll talk
all right,
about it.
can we hear the bell and whistle first, real quick? Thanks.
Did someone say B54 in the chat?
Can you guys hang on for 5 seconds? That does not.
Stop. Well, you need to wait for the whistle.
Okay. That's beautiful. Okay, now.
You didn't even hear the bell. It was like one bell
We
ding.
did hear the bell. Here,
We did
hold on.
hear
You
it.
just weren't paying attention.
That does not sound the same.
If you
I'm sorry.
slow it down, go back to the
I am.
If you slow it down, it's not right.
slow that down. If you slow that down.
No. First of all, the pitch is wrong.
Yeah. It doesn't have
Okay,
the
but
resonance.
I see what
Is
Drew
that the
was.
only sound on a locomotive to ever be too deep in HO scale?
You're not wrong.
It's not too deep. It's too.
It's not the.
high-pitched.
It's not the point. It's just it
Too
sounds.
spacey.
Yeah.
That's such a good model.
It is.
The bell.
Like the pitch is off, the cadence is off. It's not. I'm sorry.
It's
It's
closer
not.
than not close.
I'm trying to think of some devil's advocate things here, but I really can't think of anything.
Look,
Like-
I see what Drew's saying because it does kind of sound like if you pitched it down, or you pitched it up,
Like ballpark.
and you pitched it up and then sped it down, it would sound pretty damn close.
If
And
there
it's
was a
like,
3 foot
do.
I don't need the bell to sound identical. I really don't, but I just don't like me personally.
Okay.
It doesn't make it a bad model. I just personally don't like this bell, and I wasn't
Yeah.
looking for this bell to sound like
Okay,
one on
let's
4014,
attack 4449 for a second, and then
All
we
right.
can move on. Aaron gave us permission to use his video.
Wait, are we gonna really compare
Oh,
the
let me open up the-
Go in the
4449
private
to the Paragon 2 model?
Not that.
Are we really doing
Yes,
that right
of
now?
course. We could include
Why?
What do-
MTH. Oh wait, no. Well, I guess
If you
Scaletrains
just-
is gonna
Is
use
it
his
bad
video.
that I
listen
just
to
now
the
realized
Paragon
it was
one
two
at a
real
time,
Aaron?
gentlemen.
If you
God
listen to
dang
the
it.
Paragon 2 GS4, you will know that it is bad. It is bad.
Yeah, do we need to go back to the Paragon too?
Listen to it. It's bad. Okay?
Did I not? Oh, god dang it.
Oh, were
geez.
you GP20 shopping?
No.
Is that what we just saw?
I actually do want to buy one of those, but I'm not going to until like I find one at a show or something.
Yeah, there's there's so much other stuff they're putting out that I'm probably not gonna buy it either. But just because I'm gonna get
I got like 5 items on my list to buy from Broadway this year.
Me too.
There are
Don't
also
forget Scaletrains. They're putting out another run of HO museum quality turbines soon, hopefully.
I already have one. I'm
how
not
does
buying a
the
second one.
Mars
I asked to buy yours and you said no, so I want to buy one
I'm not sure
from
where
them.
Good. I don't want to sell it. Hang on. I'm trying to get.
It is.
Where is
I'm running
the?
it on DCC.
Uh-oh. That
It's
actually
not a-
sounds pretty good.
You don't
It's
even
not
need to play the video.
But it's not a GS4 whistle. We don't need to.
Fucking wings, bro. Oh my god.
It sounds like a whistle tune. Like a good whistle recording.
That is
Kevin,
the
but
same generic
to use sound
hand
rhythm counters,
I've
it's
heard
obviously not
every
good.
damn
You
model
don't
for
even
the
need
last
to
10
play
years.
those.
You don't need to play the video. You don't.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
I'm done, bro.
He's already dead.
I'm out. I can't. Whistle?
Aaron, where's the whistle at?
Yeah, Aaron, you should have timestamped this for us.
Yeah, you should
Go to the bridge part.
like 30
It says-
times down.
Oh, wait, right here. You know, there's always a.
Yeah.
Oh,
not
826.
even.
Go to 826. Thanks, Aaron.
It doesn't even have its SP horn on it.
Hang on, bro. And yes, it does.
Yes,
It has the
I'm saying.
horn.
Okay.
I'm saying horn.
We're patiently waiting. I keep moving over in my chair. Huh. Oh,
They're just not gonna do it.
where's the whistle?
Aaron,
You messed us up.
what the French toast, bro?
Well, why don't we look at the bell? Because
Watch, that's not even the
We
right
already
bridge.
heard the whistle. We already heard the whistle.
the
No,
point
no, I
is,
think we didn't hear.
they're good recordings, but they're not
We
offered.
heard the whistle.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That wasn't 4449's whistle. That was something else.
Well, do you
That was,
think
a
maybe
that was a cow.
did they
that
always
put a
have
microphone
that,
on.
this one whistle, or did they have like multiple
Yeah.
whistles?
So
and maybe that
no,
was one
the
of them?
the daylight has had the 4449 specifically has had I think 3 different whistles ever since it's been out of full revenue service. So
Well,
but
it had the
this is-
700s whistle for a while, and then it had
Okay.
this time.
but this one doesn't
Well,
sound.
They've,
I don't
they've
care
also put
what
on,
kind of
like,
whistle it had. It
CD&Q
didn't
ones.
sound like that. Like it just didn't sound like that.
Well, hang on. You know what?
Do you know what that
Actually-
whistle sounds like? That whistle sounds like the corrupted big boy whistle in
Yeah,
the
it's a
4011.
generic. It's a generic big boy whistle.
That's the whistle that they put in the blue line, big boy. Actually, that's what.
And
that's,
it sounds like the really
It wouldn't
old,
be awful
like,
for a big boy,
MTH
honestly.
After a while, the train arrived back at Oaks Park.
Is 4449 like operational currently?
it hasn't ran in a couple of years. I think it's just waiting for the world to get back to normal. Hang on. So that's
every
one.
train.
You know what?
That actually sounds kind
You
of.
know what? It actually doesn't sound that far off.
Wow, look at us. It's a compliment.
No,
It's a compliment.
no.
I think
Not
No.
on this one slide. It's
Can y'all-
different.
Can y'all
No.
be quiet for 5 seconds?
If that bell is
Nobody
different, that
here
whistle
can
is
do
different.
So
Or else
I'm
we
not
wouldn't
saying
be
I
here.
am not saying it's the same. I am just saying it's similar. Listen,
But it's not.
wow, that's
Dude,
abrasive
shut
language.
up for oh my god! I am trying. God, dang it!
We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube
I'm gonna kill
for
all of you.
violating their community guidelines.
Stop talking, please.
Putting it on ECC.
Shut up now.
I think it's fine. It's a bit. I think it's fine. I think I agree
They-
that it's fine.
Different, yes, but it's similar. That is all I'm saying.
That was a compliment. We will
And you have
proceed.
to remember when this model was made, people weren't as nitpicky as we are now about the prototype having the people were just happy to have trains with good sound in them. That's it. That's all they cared about. You should have seen how many old Lionel HO models I saw back in the day with tsunamis in them. It didn't sound anything like the Daylight. Like if you could even get the whistle back in those days, you could even get the whistle from the actual engine in your model. Oh my god, dude, you were a legend back then. All anybody cared about was just sound. But now, because there's so many different sound decoders and sound files now, the market is so fine-tuned that like now we can be nitpicky about that kind of stuff, which is cool. But I'm just saying this for what this is, that actually doesn't sound that bad. And the whistle's not bad either in general.
Yeah,
so.
I like the whistle, but I don't think it suits the engine. And personally, I would rather have a whistle that suits the engine rather than one that is
One
prototypically
engine I
accurate.
would like that whistle in is a Broadway Limited big boy with just like a shit ton of weathering on it.
Well,
Just
that probably exists.
caked in dust.
Before
and
we move
grime.
too far, what is this? The PFM sound system.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Do you guys know what the PFM sound system is?
No, I do not.
All
Is
right.
it expensive and is it good?
Hear me out. So,
If the answer, okay, I'm sorry.
are you gentlemen ready for a story?
If it's
Sure.
not, he said it's terrible. He spoiled it.
Actually, it's not. I would disagree. Actually, some of the sounds from that sound system sound better than some of the sounds you'll hear in some modern day decoders. But the PFM sound system was basically sound in HO locomotives before DCC had really taken off. So it was, it was a computer board basically, which had like 16 different whistles, I think 5 different bells. Actually, no, I'll just pull a video of it up because I was looking at a video of it the other day. PFM.
Okay. And then after that, we have somebody who claims to have a reasonable guess of what the Scaletrains steam locomotive could be. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
This is it.
Let me go full screen.
You know those things that are definitely not suppressors.
Shut up.
Where can I get one?
That's an interesting way to power a locomotive.
Now, I want you to keep in mind this sound system was developed in the 80s. Okay. This is old. This is very old. This is for DC models, not DCC. This was for DC models.
Oh wow!
So people's DC models could have sound, and I believe I think the sounds were, if I remember correctly, were on cassette tapes, and you could some people actually recorded their own sounds and put them in. Actually, I think this might have been a custom sound file on the PFM. Anyway.
That sounds better than some of the stuff that's out there.
I know.
Yeah.
This is 1980.
Like I would be fine having this in a $500.
You could quill the whistle. You can quill the whistle on the system.
I was just about to say, why is that whistle signature better than 99% of the decoders out there?
I'm a fan.
I'm just saying.
I mean, that does sound good.
Oh my god. I'm gonna put that in everything I own.
So whoever says that this is bad sound, you haven't heard PFM. I'm just saying PFM is not bad sound. This is better than Digitrax sound decoders. This is better than MRC sound decoders. This is better, arguably, than early Tsunami sound decoders. I'm just saying this is good. This is really good sound. I would put this. If I could. So let me read what this says. This is the PFM sound system produced in the 70s and 80s. This is the improved second version over the earlier version put out in the early 70s. The example engine is a Tinshoto GN. Adam, if you're watching, calm down. A Tinshoto GN S1 with the speaker added in the tender. The sound system has 3 tapes. Each tape has 4 tracks with a different sound. Besides the whistle, hiss, steam release, and chuff sound, additional sounds are 3 bells, cross compound and single air pumps, 3-wheel noise motion, slow, medium, and fast, generator sounds, blower sounds, coupler sounds. The whistle has 5 pitches plus 5 toggles, each with 3 positions, giving virtually unlimited whistle sounds. The whistle also has a reverb unit for the echo effect. The chuff is also adjustable. Momentum is also part of the throttle speed. For its day, this was leading edge sound and really still has many sounds not found in today's DCC Steam modules.
Okay, Aaron
Bam.
sent a video to take a look at this in the StreamYard chat.
Let me see. Is it the?
It's the paragraph.
Let me-
So then after this, we have to take a look at the guess that somebody has.
No, I'm just joking. Okay. Pacific Fast Mail model. Yep. Oh wow. Okay. I haven't seen this video. What is this?
We got a nice intro. Tell them that. What is this? Is this Diesel?
Pacific Fast Mail PFM Model Railroad Sound. I think I remember seeing these at train shows when I was a little kid.
Me too.
Is this like music or what is this?
I don't know what's going on.
It's a bell.
Oh,
Is that's
that's not okay.
see now this is crap sound. However,
Yeah.
This is tsunami level, I would say.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't say that. Don't go there.
I'm
This is
joking.
so far below tsunami.
I was mean.
it's like it's a little bit better than MRC. Hot take.
Okay.
I gotta
Is
say
that
this,
a
though.
whistle?
That whistle lever is pretty dope.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
I would
sick.
agree.
That's pretty like
The
it,
whistle
see,
lever is cool.
DCC manufacturers, take note. This is what we want. I want a lever on my throttle that does that to
And
quill
even
my
Diesel,
whistles.
like it's the same thing. Everybody likes it.
No one cares on Diesel.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, you said you were ragging on MRC. I have an MRC diesel that actually kind of sounds
dude,
good.
everybody does Diesels well. Steam is hard to do.
I would kind of agree.
It's okay.
Like MRC,
Bell-
like yeah, I had an MRC decoder in my Santa Fe F7 from Athern from back in the day. It sounded
Yeah.
fine. It's not as good as Tsunami, but it sounded fine. But once again, it's a diesel. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused as to
Don't know quite what that is.
why is this so trash?
I
Probably
think
made
Aaron
by a
is saying
synthesizer.
something.
Wait, hold on. What was that? Hold on.
Oh, right here. So he was saying what he was saying was bad was the original version. It was a
Oh.
self-contained synthesizer box. This is
I
the
see.
original version, and his shop he works at has 3 for no reason at all. Could I buy one? And if so, how much would it be?
That's
Hey,
okay.
hey,
My
there's
apologies.
a
I will
free-
resend my
there's
comment.
a
You're right. Hilarious.
Plus,
That is hilarious. This is, but hey, but you know what though? That whistle was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That like that.
Yeah.
Why is that unironically just good?
Like that's like the bell
Why
is
does that
the bell is
sound
shit.
way better than everything else?
Like, but that whistle is really good. Like,
Yeah,
That's
like,
like
that
those
is-
games from the
and there's some reverb
has,
to
like,
it too.
4K music.
Yeah.
Yeah, some. Yeah. My only
It's like those
thing is
games
it-
from the
it just
2000s.
it sounds like it's really compressed.
That's just static.
Someone forgot to turn their TV off.
Yeah, that's an old TV.
Oh, he said try to find the diesel horn. Go to the end, maybe.
Hold on.
Scale trains,
I-
just use these sounds. We'll all be content.
Yeah, Scaletrains, do upgrade all your models to PFM, and
Sounds like Thomas the Tank Engine.
What's that?
I was about to say.
What was that? Was that supposed to be?
sounds like Theodore Tugboat.
I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Wow. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Let's run that back. My ears
Was
just
that
had,
echo?
my ears just had an orgasm. Hold on. That sounded nice.
Echo?
That sounded nice, bro. That was
What?
dope. Hold on. Let's run that back.
No.
Hold on. Yes.
Why is that actually better?
That's
Then
better
what's
than
on the
anything
market
else
right
we
now?
have. And it's
Bro,
really not
that
okay.
is good. That is damn good. Okay, listen. The bell was bad, but damn, bro, these whistles. Hold one more time for the folks in the back. Hold up.
Aaron, you said you had some of these.
Oh my god, dude, that's so good.
That's better than the whistle in my 210.
The way it reverbs, and especially with these headphones, Drew. Like I know you hear what I'm hearing. Like
Yeah, man.
Sam.
It's good.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like, and it's
Yeah.
echoing back and forth between both my ears. Like woo, it's that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good.
Oh, is
Oh
this the
my-
diesel noises? Keep playing this. Oh. Ew.
What? I feel like I'm watching some 1980s horror film.
Yeah,
That
like
just-
the
This
beginning.
sounds like
That
music.
just sounds like the key alarm.
Wait, what was
in a
that?
car.
Just
That
do the
sounds
thing.
so. That sounds good, bro.
This is
This
the
what
new
Scaletrains is
Scaletrains.
gonna make. Of course, it retails for $500. It's wireless, so that's
$1,000.
$1,000. If you're serious, no, they're
This
not
is
gonna
the
make this. We're
proto
just
throttle.
if you've never seen this show before, we happen to get sidetracked a lot, and this is one of those times. Was that a xylophone?
It kind of sounds like it.
Okay, we can stop this. This is kind of weird.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
That's.
So
It's
I
getting
want
weird.
I'm
There's a
sorry. I'm
comment I
just.
keep wanting to go back to, but I keep losing it. Randall
sorry,
Ellison said,
Oh,
"Okay,
yeah.
ready for some Scaletrains conspiracies? I got one. That steam locomotive that Scaletrains is working on is the Frisco 1500 class 482s.
All right, time to look it
Randall,
up.
if we didn't drive you away,
They're
would
not
you-
1500 class. They're T54 class. Get
well,
it right.
if you would be willing to share
Play
your
nice,
intel,
kids.
the source of your intel, we would be most appreciative.
Type in
appreciative.
T54 and
Calm
show
down.
me what shows up.
I just want to know why he thinks it's going to be one of these.
Yeah, why? Can you share with us? Oh, he's still here. He left a comment a couple minutes ago. We just gotta get some Jeopardy music, but my phone is on
Like,
the
I-
other side of my house.
It's
so
a
I can't
very
do that
cool
right now.
locomotive, but I don't understand why they would do it.
Yeah.
Because 1522 is a very popular engine.
I don't know.
Well,
if I
has a
would
cult
really-
following.
I'm just trying to think. Like at this, what would I get excited about for Scaletrains to make as their first
I would get
original
excited
steam
about
locomotive?
this.
I think this is one of those things where like they decide what we're gonna like. Like the SDL 39, nobody cared. Then they made it, and everybody's like, my
Oh my God, it's the
favorite
greatest thing
locomotive
ever.
is the SDL 39. I don't know why nobody's
Yeah.
made it before.
Let's
Listen-
just call it here. We all know we're gonna get whatever it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, the
we are.
SDL,
Yeah.
the
They have my
SDL
money.
39 is sold out, and my only hope right now is Mono Rubber News.
So my thing is this, right? I guess this is what really is hitting me right now. Like I look at this engine, and it's not that it's not beautiful. It's not that I wouldn't buy a model of one, but it's just like it's not to me. It's not unique enough. It doesn't really like
Yeah.
stand out to me. Like it just looks
That
like
is-
a
It is a
Standard-
very stereotypical steam engine.
yeah. It's just like it's
Yes.
another like I have engines that look kind of like I want. Like my collection that I currently have, everything's different. Like everything's weird, like oddball locomotives, right? I
Well,
want
some of
something
us just
else
wanna be
oddball.
normal.
No, you don't, Drew.
Keep
you
in
like
mind,
steam.
keep in mind that New Haven I-4 kind of has that same
Mm.
vibe. So
It
I
does.
think I
It
think
is.
if they take that and they knock it out of the park, it will stand out.
No, look, you put a smoking whistle in this and give me firebox flicker. Yeah, I'll probably get a little bit more hype.
But
I'm
if
not
you go
gonna
to the
lie.
one to the left, the one with the skirts on it,
Wait, hold on. Which one are you looking at?
on the bottom.
Oh, this one down here. It looks like a Santa Fe locomotive now.
Yeah, like if they made that.
That's
Come on, Randall. We know
is
you're
that
here. Let us know where you heard.
I would prefer.
If it's your theory, we're fine, but we just want to know because it's pretty intriguing.
I would prefer if they're gonna do a locomotive that looks like this, just make it do it in Santa Fe. Santa Fe's a more popular railroad.
Well, not
and
until Scaletrains touches it with their
Well,
magic.
Santa Fe didn't
magic
even
touch.
do that though, right?
No, they had Santa Fe had steam locomotives
So
like
this was
with that
just a
skirting.
guess. This was just a guess.
they had 42s specifically.
He said,
There
think
was
about it. It's locomotives that haven't been done at a high-end level, and Scaletrains loves doing locomotives that haven't been done before.
he's right.
He's right.
Okay.
But let me ask you this question: How many?
The only
The E7
Go ahead.
Atlantic, the D10 class.
We don't really have a lot of Santa Fe steam locomotives on the HO market though, outside of brass. Like Bachman has
half
two.
of Broadway Limited.
No,
No,
Broadway
they
has-
have,
do make a
they have the
good
210-2, the Northern, and now the Mikado.
that's it.
Wait, is this Santa
That's
Fe?
a
This
that's
is.
a pretty round number.
There's a Broadway Santa Fe.
You got
We're
the,
talking about
the
steam
210-2
locomotives.
for heavy
Oh,
for
you
heavy
know what?
freight, the 484 for heavy passenger, and then the 282 for
Okay,
general like medium engine.
okay, but think about it like this: how many Union Pacific steam locomotives do we have, right?
Quite
And
a
then
lot.
how many SP steam locomotives do we have? I think we need more. What I'm getting at is we need more Santa Fe. Like Santa Fe
I
steam.
don't disagree. I'm always up for more
Yeah.
Santa Fe, but not
Yeah.
at the expense of Frisco.
See, this is where I disagree. But Frisco and
You don't
Santa
got
Fe.
any Frisco though. Like at least there are. At least you can get like a 282 for Santa Fe, or you can get like 3751.
Well,
you
you
can't get
can now.
anything for Frisco if you're not going brass. Well,
I
you can get
mean-
the 1600s. You can get the
I just
the.
I don't.
Wah.
I'm not. There's not like this. I'm sorry, but it's just this doesn't excite me. Like,
I don't know. Well,
I posted a picture of a very similar mountain type that honestly, if you did the tooling for this, you could probably do the LNN L1 class.
Our Scaletrains Conspiracizer in the chat said, that's another obscure locomotive that I see has a big following, especially ATSF 3751. That would be interesting. Didn't Broadway do that?
Well, yeah,
What?
Broadway has one.
they've done 3751.
I wouldn't see Scaletrains entering the market doing anything that's been done before. That just doesn't seem like a thing that they do. Like
Watch
And I
them
don't-
come up with a
we thought
2900.
maybe they do like an FEF for a second, but now that Broadway's
gonna be
doing
done.
one,
FEF
and
one.
Yeah.
we're likely to see more come out from other people, I don't
I
think they're going to
think-
do it.
I think whatever they do is going to be a mid-sized steam locomotive, and it's probably going to be. I think it'll probably be from a railroad that people model a lot, but I don't
Yeah.
think that it's going. I don't see them doing Frisco.
Watch
I
them do
don't.
the East Broad Top.
No, they're not.
I-
They're not going to do Frisco.
I think
I
I
could
think
see-
they're going to be I think they're going to be like Bachman size. I think they're going to be
No.
like unexpectedly
small.
modest. Like I don't think they're going to do a big FEF sized locomotive.
I'm just
Well,
looking over here at my
I
articulated Bachman engine.
I don't think they're going to do anything articulated. I don't think it's going to be smaller than a 484. I think it might be. I think it's either going to be like a mountain or a 484. That's
Well,
what
Yeah.
also
I think.
keep in
Or
mind
Hudson.
that their first like model basically was the
They
big-
didn't have a streamlined 4500. Don't do us like that.
Oh my god.
But,
Freaking
like, they're-
Cam and Randall are gonna go throw blows in the chat in a minute.
Yeah,
What did you say?
I'll just switch over to YouTube, go into the chat. We'll hash this out like true gentlemen.
Like true
what
model railroad.
I'm saying
Step
is
over to the Facebook live chat. Private.
Scaletrains' first like museum quality model was the Big Blow,
And they haven't made
which
anything
was a-
since.
which was but that was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So maybe
big
for
deal.
Steam, they're gonna do something that's a big deal.
Yeah. What about
An
S2?
S2. What?
Why
I
would they
heard
make
an
an S2?
ooh, and then I heard
turbine.
S2.
What the Penske
let me-
turbine?
They wouldn't make that.
They're
What-
not gonna
bro-
do that.
wait. What turbine are you talking about?
Broadway made one.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Are you talking about the
Agreed
Penty S2
for
turbine?
Scaletrains to make one. Like it would be great if they did, but I don't.
No one says it has to be never done. You don't
But-
really see those anymore, though. The
I
Broadway
mean-
S2s.
I
Yeah,
feel like
that's-
everybody
that's
who
right.
wanted one got one. Is
Yeah, I
kind of how I
didn't-
feel about those.
When I found out it didn't chef, I was like, I don't want this. I don't want this. I was like, it looks cool, but I don't. It doesn't chef. I don't want this. I've been lied to my whole life. I thought it cheffed. No, I'm
It
good.
was expensive too. It was like $750.
Yeah, it was
bad.
Ooh,
It was
Eastern
an
narrow
expensive-
gauge.
Like
But
what
what
if
I'm
they
saying
did
is,
an E7 Atlantic? You know,
well, I'm thinking
Narrow gauge E7.
they might try and do something a little more wild for their first steam engine.
like
what
HO3. They're like, we
if
did say
they're-
HO scale, so I mean, it's
if
just narrow
there's-
gauge.
Great
their
they're
problem?
staying-
Western number 90.
They might do something like Santa Fe, a 210-10-2.
No, there's no way.
I know they
That
won't.
would be-
I don't know if they want
Yeah.
to.
I wish. But I
There-
They
there's
actually
no way
have
that
two
they'll do
10-10-2s.
What?
Scaletrains, if you're watching, bet you won't do it.
They were here at the beginning, but then we drove
Wait,
them
you
away.
won't?
Do it. I know you won't.
Yeah.
They don't do it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah,
So-
dude.
So we can sit here all night and yell at each other about what we want Scaletrains to make, and we could fill up, podcasts, whatever we are, podcast 8 through 18, making entertaining podcasts about that. But why don't we talk about the features, because we could really ramble about this for a long time.
Casino 2716. No,
Or-
they're not going to do that.
We could
There-
make a
there have
bet.
been a
What if they
million
do
catalogs.
1309?
Each of us could place our bet for what we think they're gonna make, and that would be interesting to see.
I
if any of us
wouldn't
get it
even know
right.
where to start.
There's
CNO
so many.
2716 final.
Yeah, no,
Final.
no, they're not going to do that. There have
What
been a
is-
million catalysts.
What is 2716? I don't know what that is.
Yep.
It's a can
We
of what's.
scared them off with the BLI talk.
I wouldn't be surprised. We weren't talking about
Oh.
Scaletrains for a little bit.
Oh, but
What is
that's
the
Greenbrier.
What?
They're not gonna make a Greenbrier.
Oh, yeah,
Bro-
It's not a
Broadway-
Greenbrier. It's a can of
Oh, it's a 284.
Didn't,
You're right.
um,
You're right.
Didn't
But-
Broadway just make
But
this?
Bachman made one of those.
Bachman's made those. Walther's made those back in the day too.
Oh,
The-
yeah,
with the-
yeah.
They're not
They
gonna-
wouldn't do that.
Okay, time out. So hang on. I'm trying to think. If I'm Scaletrains, right? And
Yeah,
I'm known
'cause
for
you're-
I'm known for making weird shit.
Yeah.
And everybody knows I'm going to come out with a steam locomotive.
Uh-huh.
And I want to make a good first impression. And I want
Yes.
that BZ to sell. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pick from a railroad that's very popular, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I'm going to pick something that's not necessarily been done, that hasn't been done before, but there's a market and a need for
Final
it.
answer.
Yeah.
Cam, get up right now. There's the door. No, I'm trying to think. I honestly don't think they're going to do anything Santa Fe.
Oh, you know what?
I would agree. And I don't think Pennsylvania either.
UPMM1.
I think it could be some oddball Union
I don't-
Pacific locomotive. If
I don't think they're going to touch UP. I'm thinking they might do SP. I was thinking, like,
Yeah.
what if they do a
that's a
cab
good
forward?
opportunity to show off the number specific detail.
What is left of SP to do though at this point?
There's
Well,
the
like,
fi-
that's
the
what I
fi-
wanted.
wait. The fire train. The SP fire. Have y'all seen that?
I have not.
We've
Seriously.
talked about it. I don't know.
Well,
if
so
I've seen it.
like Pennsylvania and SP, as we were saying
yard
earlier
goats.
today, in the group chat,
Oh.
The
all
shop
their
goats.
locomotives between numbers have something different going on. So if they did that, that would be a good impression on the Steam market.
This
Well, they said they might do sets in the future too, so that'd be a
Oh.
really cool set.
Cost like $2,000.
I'd buy it.
I would.
I'd buy it so quick. If they made this as a set, and it's like, yeah,
Well,
it's gonna be $1,700.
If they're gonna do that, I would guess they're probably just gonna do the mogul, and then that would be something else that they do with the
yeah,
mogul.
one of
They do
those
the freight
quote
cars.
down the
Because-
line.
I'm gonna be
They do
real.
the
I don't think
cars,
I don't
Or
think
not,
they're
not,
gonna do
not
this.
mogul,
This
not
is-
mogul. 10-wheeler.
Honestly,
The
I can
10-wheelers were big on SP.
I could see Rapido
They had-
doing this before skills.
was a-
Well,
wasn't there a
Rapido is
game
not
they were
going to
running? Or
do
was it a
anything
mobile?
U.S. in the next 5 years. I would
Rapi-
predict.
actually, you're right. Rapido's going to stick to Canadian locomotives.
Look at their list of Canadian locomotives.
I don't
There's
think
like
they're
10
going
or
to
15
finish
on
that
them.
list before they move into the American steam market, but I think
You could
it's
be
going to
right.
be 5 years until we have something in our hand that's American, at least.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the deal, boys. I honestly, there's so many locomotives that they could go with. I really just don't know what they
Yeah.
could reasonably do. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Early cab
Are,
forwards.
are there any excursion locomotives that haven't been done?
What?
Well, let's go through this for a second. Okay. Wilmington Western 9852, Missouri, or what are they? Mississippi Central locomotives are underappreciated. And they're kind of
What the
common
hell
and
is
nobody
Missis-
pays attention
Mississippi
to them.
Central?
I've never heard of Mississippi Central either, but that's not saying much.
Yep.
Is that
They,
is that
so with
was that
stuff
one of the
they did,
predecessors?
they would
to
have
Missouri?
one design of locomotive, and then they would make some from this local company and make some from Alco and make some from Baldwin. So they had these locomotives that were all the same, but they were completely different because they were all made in different places.
Why don't we all to simplify this, because let's be honest, there's a like observably infinite possible combination of locomotives and cars that they could be coming out with in the near future. There are so many oddball things that have happened before.
Yeah.
Why don't we narrow it down by railroad?
Okay.
And think about the sort of railroads that they would do first for like
Well,
because let's just
Probably.
assume they're going with something semi-popular, like something that you would see in pretty much any train show.
Okay.
that's well. So hang on. So hear me out, Cam, because I want to add to that. That's why I was bringing up this point. What excursion locomotives that currently run have not been done yet? I think if they're going to do a steam locomotive, I think they might try to do an excursion model or a steam locomotive that still currently runs. That way, the modern modelers will buy it, and also the steam guys will buy it. That to me would. Drew, how do you get kicked out of your own?
I don't know. I was lagging. Can you
St. Louis
Can you
Southwestern
see and hear me
L1.
okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
You're
okay.
Well,
But do you guys hear what I'm saying though? Like that would to me that would make the most sense.
I heard
St.
nothing.
What if
Louis
they do the-
Southwestern
what if they do
But-
the Western Maryland
hang on.
1309?
But well, I thought
Aaron
about that.
really wants an 060 or an 040.
Hold on, I want to hear what Cam was gonna say. What were you trying to say, Cam?
Like the St. Louis Southwestern L1, Cotton Belt 819. That
Oh,
one
that-
hasn't been done.
That gave me another idea. but-
Even in brass, it's hard to find an 819 because they all do the SP GS8 for some reason.
What about
instead
that
of
chassis
the L1?
that they painted in the chassis system colors and
The-
then they ran? That class.
Oh,
would
the
be fun.
T1.
Yeah.
The T1. Phil
Broadway
Broadway
made
already
one.
did it.
Did Broadway do that chassis scheme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I'm
and it looks
pretty
good. That was
unattended.
the one I was gonna buy.
Oh, my bad. I was.
The problem
Move
with
on.
doing 819 though,
What about
now that
a
I'm
crescent?
thinking
What if
about
they
it,
did a crescent?
Oh,
That's the one I would. That's the one I want.
Crescent
That would be
Limited.
interesting.
I
a
would love
PS4.
Oh,
Yes,
coincidentally,
a
at the same
PS4.
time,
You
see,
know,
the interest is there.
Southern
I mean,
would be a good railroad to start with. Actually,
Southern Crescent would be an
really
amazing
Southern-
first start.
Southern is one of those ones that's popular that for some reason no one does.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
and no one has done a good model of this.
You
locomotive.
can't, for some reason, you
How
can't go to
many
any
times
model
does that
railroad
boat
group
get the
and
green
not
right
find
there?
a Southern guy. But you can't find any Southern models anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Southern is such a weird railroad to me.
Yeah.
Like it really is. Like it's
Nobody
not.
really knows
cool
where it was.
Every-
It's just kind of in existence.
It's just like it's caught in between Southern Pacific and Santa Fe. Even Texas
Yeah.
and Pacific makes a makes a little bit more sense than just Southern. Because when you think
Uh-huh.
Southern, you think Southern Pacific, but it's just Southern. Like what?
And all their locomotives look.
you know what you're
different,
looking
too.
at right
Like,
now? You are
no
looking
two
at a
classes
Southern
resembled each other.
Can y'all talk one at a time?
We have 5 people in here. That's not how it works.
We have 4, sir.
Or you're
Well-
4.
Keep in mind also.
Okay, Drew, your bedtime's in 5 minutes. Go to bed.
How did they get the northern lights behind a southern locomotive? That's what
I don't know.
Chroma key.
What they might do is if they do this would kind of leave a cliffhanger because there's like 3 of them, right? There's the Crescent Limited, there's the Blue Comet, and then there's like
the green one.
Oh,
right?
you're
I'm
right.
thinking the green
They
one.
could. Well, they could.
Or they could do all of them.
Dude, if I don't, you please don't make me choose between the Southern Crescent and the Blue Comet, because then I'm gonna have to buy both.
Dude,
that would be
you're
impossible.
hurting my wallet right now, man.
Aren't there 3 of them?
What's the
Or is
third
it
one?
just I don't know. I thought there was like a red one.
A red one.
Oh shit, he's right. There is a red one, but what's the red one?
Whoa!
Is it like the Red Rocket or something? But that'd be Rock Island.
Why don't we find some random YouTube video of somebody talking about Crescent locomotives, and we can just yell at each other while that's happening.
Were they
That
all
sounds
part
great.
of Southern or like Crescent?
Well, the Blue Comet was part of the Baltimore and Ohio, wasn't it?
No, that's Central Railroad, New Jersey.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Southern passenger steam locomotives.
By the way, Clint, have you seen the new PS4 for trains?
Oh, I got a quick snippet of the preview for it. Is it out? Like, is it?
It's out. He doesn't release them like the videos until the thing is fully released.
I might buy that tonight or tomorrow and run it. Honestly,
There
It
are-
looks
stream.
really
there are
good. It's got
models-
the custom cab on it too. It looks really good.
I
This
see
is a-
these on eBay all the time,
Yeah, me too. And they're like $300.
but a lot of them are the wrong color green.
Well, that's why Scaletrains should make one.
Dude,
Exactly.
if Scaletrains did one of these,
That would be exciting.
that would be. See, I could see them doing this as their first
In-
model.
Mhm.
In die cast.
Because everybody knows what it is. Everybody would buy one, but there's nothing out there besides that one thing that costs $30 that everybody has on their desk.
The other thing is that
The
the
phone
southern.
one?
Yeah.
The other thing is that the Southern 462s were pretty similar to the USRA. I believe they're the heavy Pacifics. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
They're really similar to the heavy Pacifics. Slightly different dimensions on the drivers and like a slightly shorter boiler.
Broadway
But
Limited
very
also made a
similar.
Blue
So-
Comet.
Using that tooling, that opens
It
up a lot
wasn't-
of opportunities for something like, C&Js, or even you could go wild if you're talking about different things you could put for the shell, like
Yeah, Split Rock brought up something really interesting.
Hmm?
Milwaukee Road, Hiawatha, Streamline.
Yeah.
That would be another good one. You'd
Make
have
it better than Mind Mount models because we've already talked about that before. But
You mean,
this is more of like a Hudson-y thing. Like, that would be cool.
This
that would
man
be-
really has to just flex
the Blue
his
Goose.
streamliners there,
the
doesn't he?
Blue Goose would be another one I'd like to see, but I don't think they're gonna do Santa Fe.
Not as their first model.
They could do the Blue Goose. I mean, it would completely like kill the value of brass ones right now.
Or the Riverossi one that that exists. That's
Yeah.
like the only-
What if they did the 49er?
the 49er.
Oh,
That's a
The
that's
UP
a
Is that the
49er.
UP one? The
Yeah.
Streamline? Oh, okay, yeah.
What if they did that? Because it's Union Pacific, like everybody knows, and then because like UP is popular.
Oh,
But the 49er was never made in HO other than brass.
so what is that? Let me Google.
The UP. Oh, I can. pop
UP
it up.
Hiawatha is the best way I can describe it.
I mean, I think
Uh,
it's really cool.
I saw wooden
This is
stuff.
it.
Oh, this thing. Yes.
Yeah,
People like
yeah.
that. I wouldn't be surprised if they made that.
The
I
thing is,
think-
I think Scaletrain's gonna want to do something with more detail. Is the thing about it. Like, they're gonna
That's
want
true.
something.
They want
Yeah.
piping. Yeah. What if they just made that SPNS thing that Broadway did, but in plastic?
Wow.
They're
Look
like,
at that
hey,
gorgeous-
we can be cool too.
Look at that gorgeous model on that shit Bachman track. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to talk crap. I'm sorry. I love you, Bachman. Your track's low key trash though.
And you're not going to talk about the
Fix your
Lionel
track.
track in that one.
Dude, this is O scale. Okay, we leave O scale alone. Okay.
Those
Yeah, get
rails
out
are
of
half
here.
the size of the damn drivers, but okay.
Leave Lionel alone. They are precious. You don't talk about Lionel.
The size of HO. They have no excuse.
Shh, they're precious. Leave Lionel alone.
Can't hate Lionel.
Thank you for creating the hobby, but also, what is that?
That's their brand. Leave
Yo,
Lionel.
Lionel,
what
you're
is that?
trash.
It's worked
challenge
for
you're gonna
100
do?
years. Let
What is
them do
that?
what they do. God. All right. I
They
will
were
say
probably-
this.
Weren't they making 49ers when the 49er was still running?
Lionel? No.
No.
God, no.
I know they were making 20th Century when the 20th Century was still running.
No. They weren't making that either. They were making scale J1Es, but they weren't making the they were making the 20th Century Limited. They were making the Dreyfus.
Yeah, they made the Dreyfus.
They made the Commodore Vanderbilt back then.
Yeah.
Oh,
but they-
you're naming Broadway Limited products.
Oh man. This is a Broadway Limited. This podcast is sponsored by Broadway Limited.
Broadway
Yeah.
Limited ripped off Lionel low-key.
Yeah, they just went through and
Broadway
like,
did a
oh, let's
bit.
see everything that they've made. We're just gonna
Broadway-
copy paste that over to our product manual.
Yeah.
Use the same concept art
They
and
tried
everything.
to do the
Broadway-
Vision Line Big Boy.
Broadway is the Lionel of HO. Like they
Yeah, I
are.
would agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
completely.
because Bob Gruba came from Lionel. Did you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He was like the executive designer for Lionel.
Wait, Bob, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Go to
that.
the Wikipedia page for Broadway Limited. I think Bob Grubba has one too, and we're just gonna check it out.
He's from no, that makes oh my god, that makes so much everything
And-
makes everything
And
makes
he kind of like patented puffing smoke for HO.
Okay.
He kind of invented
Let's
it.
read the Wikipedia page for Broadway Limited.
Can one person talk at a time, please?
I'm responding to the chat.
Wait until the other person's done.
Oh
No.
oh,
Like, go to your room.
go to your room. You go to your room.
I'm in my room. Wait, who isn't in their room here?
I'm
I'm not
actually
in my
in a room. I'm in my sunroom, and I have to turn the heat on 1 hour before I come out here.
Yeah, I'm in my office. So
I'm in my train room.
Oh,
Shut up,
imagine
Sam.
having a train room.
yeah,
Can
must
I
be
say?
nice having a layout with an incomplete bridge, loser.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
he has
I have
Bob
a
Grubba.
layout.
It's a Wikipedia page.
Fair point.
Okay. Robert, quote, Bob Grubba was the director of engineering for Lionel Trains in the late 90s. He started Broadway Limited Imports in 2001 with partners, People, maker of QSI sound systems. Broadway Limited was the first company to offer sound and remote control equipped HO trains and won the Model Railroader Magazine 2002 and 03 Product of the Year and HO Model of the Year awards. People sold their shares to Mr. Grubba in 2004 and the company was moved to Ormond Beach, Florida.
That's insane.
Is
Yeah,
there a
man.
Model Railroader Model of the Year?
So basically, think of it like this: Lionel's footprint on the model extended to HO through Bob Gruba. Like Lionel's like influence on the hobby, like extended through to the HO market because one of their guys left and went and started their own company. That's insane,
Yeah.
and that makes so much sense as to why they put the products out that they do. That's impressive. I did not know that. I want to see here real quick since we're speaking on Broadway Limited, or not Broadway. Since we're speaking on Lionel, did want to talk about Lionel's kind of like what Lionel might have in the pipeline as well. Because I think
talk about their HO.
like I want to talk about it just to roast it.
Oh, okay.
49er
I
challenge.
think
that's their-
We're
that's
all
gonna be
okay
their
roasting
next HO model.
Lionel HO because it deserves to be talked about.
Mantua tooling from the 70s.
It's not even the Mantua tooling that I have a problem with. It's the
Lionel Hiawatha Acela. Oh yeah, we had a whole debate about that in the Fans of a Modeler's Life podcast group chat. They had a Pennsylvania Acela and a Hiawatha Acela.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even want to think about.
and they were like $2,000 a piece.
Hang on.
Which is why I don't do HO scale.
Why would you?
Or O scale? O
Why would
scale.
you buy? Why would you buy that?
Things here at Lion.
That sums up their product.
Like, here's the thing, okay? Every train set they have is the same train set, just reskinned. This goes back to my point earlier, what I was talking about with molds. How many times can we use the same mold and repurpose it? The problem is here's my problem with Lionel currently. They're trying to market their HO products, like their O scale products. And like look at this. Look at this train set, right? Like I'm sure there's gonna be some people that will buy it. I'm sure it will sell well, right? But what people in the HO market want typically is not this. We don't want that. We want, God damn it, Lionel, give us a really nice, really Polar Express. I'll give you a pass on that. I would probably buy one of those.
Yeah, never stop making that, please.
But
everything else can reconsider.
But like, so I want to pause it right here. So this is a perfect example. These are the two different versions of their Berkshire that they have. They've got this one,
Is that HO scale?
This is HO.
Oh,
so, yeah. These are the HO models. So this is the Polar Express version. This is the more prototypical version. The only difference, of course, is
prototypical. It's just less red.
The only difference really is the number boards. And this one has marker lights. This one has number boards, and that's. Proportionally, this one looks a little bit better than this one.
I think it's the same, just different separately.
Also, look at how they're just sitting there, like, yeah, we made something good. It's just like
I made a red Berkshire. It's not in competition with Bachman. It's fine.
Oh my god!
It has its own niche in the market. No competition.
Sam's a friggin' nut, bro. No, look, we did. Another Berkshire. Like,
look at what we did. We made something good. It's like, no, you didn't.
I can't believe nobody's made this before.
Take it back.
No one's never done a Berkshire. Oh my. Anyway,
I have a great idea. Let's make a Berkshire.
But we're gonna paint it green.
How are we gonna make it different? We're gonna paint it green.
Put Santa Fe on that one, and Nickel Plate on that one, and New York Central on that one.
Norfolk and Western on
all
that one.
green.
Lionel, we love you. Listen,
Norfolk and
Lionel,
black paint.
This is what frustrates you with Lionel.
Oh, we have a new person that just walked in, and
Andrew.
I can only imagine.
What chaos is
Their
here?
thoughts when we walked in. We'll make this one green. We'll make
Paint this one green, and we'll paint this one red.
So this is what I will say.
Is this HO scale too?
Yeah, this is all HO. This is their
I'm
HO
gonna get a
catalog.
brain hemorrhage looking at these images.
Hey, Sam, Drew, where is this 2021 HO catalog down here? Yeah, this is all HO, bro.
Oh my god!
I mean, that passenger car doesn't look that
so
bad.
bad.
Products.
Guys,
This is really concerning. I think we need to do a whole hour show about this.
I wanted
Broadway
to.
Limited.
Can
I
we
need to go get my
page by
PC
page?
charger. I'll be right
One
back.
at a time.
Page by page. Keep continuously.
So hang on. But why don't we pull up the Lionel 2021 HO catalog and look at it ourselves?
Okay, because I think this is fine. Just keep going, and we
No.
can see how they feel about it by their faces.
Absolutely not.
They're like, "Hey, this
Their
is
faces-
like the 10th variation of a Berkshire we're making,
Listen.
and it's red." This could be a whole podcast episode.
No, I wanted on my channel. This is what I wanted to do.
Oh, you want to talk shit about Broadway
don't wanna-
or about Lionel HO?
I wanted to talk about the Lionel HO catalog. I've been dying to talk to you guys about this for
This is the one manufacturer I feel no guilt talking on because it's they're kind
I
of
do.
restarting and everybody talks about how the stuff they did in like the 70s through 90s wasn't great and then they stopped and now they're trying to get back into it, but it's the
I
same
disagree.
tooling.
What's the same tooling? No, it's not. They have
This is
tooling.
new tooling that they just did.
Oh, you talking about for the HO stuff? Okay,
Yeah.
no. Okay, so
Or is this? Please tell me it's 50 years old.
gentlemen, I'm gonna break it down for you like this and explain how this all works. Okay, generally
talking about?
speaking, I'm gonna break it down for you right now. So
Break
the tooling that Lionel got from Mantua is what they're using.
Oh, is this
yes,
Mantua tooling?
Yes, this is all Mantua
Everything
tooling, with
makes
the
sense.
exception of some of their buildings and this engine. That's it.
The
This
white
engine-
Berkshire.
Yeah, this all these Berkshires.
Oh, okay.
It's the same. It's just their generic Berkshire tooling from the Polar Express. Okay.
Except
and
they made a water tank car, so it's different.
Well, oh god damn it. So I will say this real quick. This set I actually think is kind of cool. I like
Yeah. I would
the
buy
U.S. Army train.
Their passenger cars are better than some of the other
don't
budget passenger
They
cars.
don't
out
look bad.
I'll give it
Passenger
that.
cars don't look that bad.
Because these are Harriman cars, and you don't really get to see
Yeah.
a lot of these around.
I would buy Army Medical Corps hospital coaches, but I wouldn't buy their Berkshire.
And the freight
how
cars
much
don't
are
look
those
that
again?
bad either.
Yeah,
So
like
here's the thing.
I
These
would
aren't
buy
super
some of their
detailed.
freight cars because they're reasonably
only-
priced too.
Yeah, they're $19. Like these are I bought cars of this detail before. You put them in your train with the rest of them. Like here's the thing. Lionel said the reason why they're starting off with this is because they basically just want to generate some income in the HO market. They want a footprint in the HO market, and they're starting off slow.
Well, that's hard to get too. They can't just enter it and say, "Hey, we're here, buy stuff," and then we'll make
Yeah, they
more
can.
stuff. They need to
Yeah, they
offer
can.
something that's
They
different.
can.
Yeah, they can. They're not. See, here's the thing. They're not offering anything that's different. This is all Mantua stuff that's already come
Yeah.
out. It's just
These
Lionel
freight cars
box
don't
on it.
actually look that bad.
They're not bad. This one,
Those-
I
yeah.
bought I have Mantua rolling
Those
stock.
Cabis, those
This
Cabis
reminds me of Bachman stuff.
look nice.
Listen, I think Mantua is slightly
Below.
upscale Bachman, honestly.
You think it's above Bachman?
Some of it, yeah.
Look at the Berkshire with
Large
the molded
Bachman.
Listen, Bachman and Lifelike are like the same company, I swear to God. Okay?
Yeah,
This-
well, at
this-
one time they kind of were.
Were they? Uh-huh.
Well,
Anyway,
just the people that kind of worked between them. I don't know.
This, in my opinion, I have this caboose in Southern,
Mm-hmm.
right? I have those tank cars. This is what I really find interesting, though.
On
right?
fire building kit. That's
These-
kind of cool.
Yeah, Lionel is taking their O-scale stuff from like their accessories and they're putting it into HO, which I find really neat.
That's their edge, and I feel like if they don't continue with that, they're not going to offer anything different and not a lot of whole market share. But if they
And-
bring those
and-
effects into HO scale,
if they like made this brewery smoke, like that'd be sick. Like, oh
yeah,
my
bring
God.
smoking buildings and stuff. Like that's what Lionel does better than anybody else, and that's what people would
Yeah.
buy.
But like they've also got their accessory packs,
Mm-hmm.
their lights and stuff. I think that like these look cool. That's gonna be nice. They have some street lamps and stuff. I think Lionel's gonna do a great job. So here's the thing. I didn't want to bring this up to rag on Lionel because they have so much potential. Like
Yeah, that's a good word.
let me show you a couple of things, okay? Just for the sake of example, per usual, right? Lionel HO. Yes. Let me see some here.
Remember GWR Studios? Did you ever watch that?
Kids for grown-up time.
2 years ago, he stopped doing YouTube and turned off all the comment sections, and everything's just still there.
That actually looks really cool. Wow.
Was expecting it to have a metal design like the American Flyer Polar Express. Looking more close to the tender, we can see tons of rivets on. This sound means that the locomotive has power and it's
Here's the thing. This actually doesn't look bad. Like for what
It's
this
not-
model is, it actually looks really good.
I
You know?
agree. I have one question. Why are the wheels silver?
but the
Because
signal-
the Polar Express, that's why. Okay. Any more dumb questions? I'm just joking.
That's the first time I saw this. I'm like, really? How much more effort would it be to paint the wheels black?
The Polar Express had silver wheels.
Yeah, they were kind of gray.
Yeah. True.
No, Let me go.
Dude, okay,
Look,
look. Hold on.
movie,
Hold on.
Polar
Lionel Legacy.
Polar No, not. I don't want to
Legacy
see a
had gray
Lionel.
wheels,
I want to
too,
go to the
didn't it?
movie. Look at the prototype.
Shut up,
The children's book had it.
This is what it should have been.
Drew. Well,
Here,
there's
wait,
a reason.
do you have the movie scene? No, here.
I can bring it up, dude. Hold on.
I'm trying.
I've already got my stuff open, so it makes sense for me to pull. Lionel.
No, not Lion. Just look up here.
Oh, sorry. Wait. I know what you mean. Sorry.
Word. Oh, I saved the link as. I want to save the photo as.
Joe, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm
What? How is anybody watching this? It's
Because
just
we're-
this is what like this is just conversation that we're live streaming onto the internet.
Isn't that
Is he
kind
dead?
of what it is?
Drew, that's the point of a podcast, bro. That's why people like watching it.
Oh, HO theater car. That would be interesting from Bachman. Oh right,
I ain't gonna
GWR
lie to you,
Studios.
man.
He has
That
like a
just
car
looks like
channel
this.
now. This guy. The
Okay, maybe
wheels
the
look
wheel-
pretty black
Maybe
to
the
me.
wheels were black.
Yeah,
That just looks like a Burke to me.
Yeah, see, I
Oh,
mean,
kind of what it was.
because
It
Tom
well, I mean,
Hanks
it
cares a
literally
lot
is.
about prototype specific detail.
He's scale trained.
Well,
This was such a
didn't
great
they
movie.
model it off of 1225?
They did.
Mhm.
They did.
It does not come with. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the. I thought that was
So-
HO scale. It does not come with illuminated marker lights.
So here's the reason why I wanted to point these models out, right? Is
Okay.
because this is where I feel like Lionel dropped the ball with this model. Okay, listen to how this sounds.
In what
Listen
aspect?
Listen to how this sounds.
From the Lion Chief controller is not on. So all you have to do is the controls on are very
MRC.
and I love the fact that when you press a
No, that's Lionel,
button, you instantly
and that's
get
what's
the sound.
disappointing.
There's absolutely
That's
no-
the Lionel way.
Of course, the selling point
No, it's
of
not.
HO scale,
And that's the
to me
problem.
anyway, has always
Yeah.
been realism. Look how slow this train moves. It looks so realistic.
All right, dude. You
Around
get
my
it.
layout, and I'm going to play some of the sounds and give you an idea of what this engine sounds like.
Two Just for Revolution. What is this garbage?
Lionel, you had one job. The coaches look nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what
Too
that
bad
sounds.
I have him in O scale.
Just get a Walters Burke and put those coaches behind it.
So that's what their HO model sounds like, right? This is what the O scale model sounds like.
I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. We don't need to listen to that. That just sounds like a Berkshire. That doesn't sound like a situation.
My point is this.
Oh my god.
The point is that it actually sounds good. But that.
That's what this should have sounded like. And the problem is, if MTH can do it, if MTH can take their O scale sounds and put in their HO models, Lionel can do the same thing. There's no reason why. I maybe it was to keep the price low, but I hope that when they make their higher end models, they put rail sounds into their HO models, because that's just now you're gonna have all those sound files in HO now too. That's when I first heard that they were doing HO. That's why I got excited. I'm like, holy crap! I've been talking about this for years. If Lionel just did what MTH did, take their trains, scale them down, put their sounds in them, they're gonna knock everybody's socks off.
Well,
I just wish they had have done it earlier, because now we've got such amazing sound like TCS and ESU, and even their legacy stuff doesn't really. I don't know. TCS and ESU are just hard to combat.
There's almost no space for them now.
I wouldn't say that there's no space, but
it's just like, if they're going to make their models of that quality, they need to do something different with the sound to compete with ESU.
I guess the point that I was trying to make is that it would have been more impactful if Lionel had it came out 5 years ago with an HO model with their O scale sounds, because there wouldn't have been, no one could have touched them. No,
These aren't the
unreal.
O scale sounds. These are different.
Well, no, these are the O scale. So how do I say this? Some of their O scale, so their O gauge models, right? They took those sounds and put them in the HO train sets, but their O scale sounds, they need to take those and start putting them in the HO models. Whatever, and I'm sure that's what they're gonna do, because Lionel already said they're gonna make high end models. Whenever they start making their really premier, like nice high end models, I guarantee you're gonna hear rail sounds, like the really nice, and the sound quality is gonna be amazing. And I bet you a fat man, the first HO scale, like pure scale model that they do is going to be the Hudson. I guarantee you, with passenger cars, because
And
that's
I'll 100% buy it.
And and that's because that's Lionel's flagship model. I guarantee you that'll be the first thing that they do in HO. But
do you think they're going to make a sudden jump from that to a super detailed model?
Yeah, because they're right now they're just getting their foot in the door with HO, but they've already, in multiple videos, they've said we're working on higher and higher scale models for the more
seasoned modeler, let's say for lack of a better term. They want to put out nicer models, but they're
Level
doing
5 models.
Yeah, but they're doing cheaper models right now just to kind of get their foot in the door, just to say, hey, we're doing HO now too. They want
Ages 14 plus.
they're doing what's called they're training the market. They're training the market to just get used to them being in HO. Being like, hey, HO guys, we're here. That's why they got James Wright to be on their channel. To be like, hey, HO guys, like we're doing stuff in HO. We got James Wright. See, hey, look at us. Because they know James has a big following in the HO community. So that's what like Lionel's they're just trying to get their foot in the door right now. But watch, when they get some momentum, watch out. Because that's gonna be scary.
It just seems hard to believe right now.
I don't know why.
They should make
I don't find it hard to
Central
believe at all.
Hudson.
They've done every
with
scale.
Rapidos.
Look, let me put it to you this way. Think of it like this, okay? The MTH Challenger, that was Lionel's mold. Lionel has been doing Lionel has been doing high quality HO models for years. It's just been they just haven't gone full steam, no pun intended. They just haven't gone full blast into doing HO. Now that they're actually like, okay, we have a dedicated market and product line for this. Listen
Let's
to me.
make a Hudson.
They're gonna make. I guarantee they're gonna do like all the weird, not weird stuff, but they're gonna do
some good stuff.
They're gonna do their Berkshire. They're gonna do their Hudson. They're gonna do probably a Challenger and a Big Boy at some point down the road. They'll probably do their turbines, their SD45s, like they're all their big stuff, that their flagship stuff that makes them a lot of money. They'll probably do. I can see them doing some N&W stuff. They'll probably do like a Y6B. They'll probably do, a lot of that. I could also see them doing a Commodore Vanderbilt sometime.
Yeah.
Lionel loves East Coast, specifically New York Central. Like Lionel loves New York Central. So, anyway,
can you see this tab that I have?
Yeah,
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the market, and have you seen this? The Model Railroader Magazine Reader's Choice Awards, and what people vote to be their favorite locomotive of the year.
I've not seen that. I've not seen that yet.
We're talking about market shares, and to me, these things are really surprising. Like the freight cars and the passenger cars, I don't even heard of these things before. But so the winner of what the Model Railroad News readers consider to be the best diesel locomotive produced in 2020 is the Baldwin Paragon 3 Shark Nose from Broadway. Really? Mm-hmm. And then the second place was the Scaletrains Tunnel Motor, and I'm like, what? Those are kind of unexpected,
Well, it's just, why is the tunnel motor second?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that the tunnel motor would be better, at least better sounding. But
look at this, the HO scale steam locomotive of the year.
On what planet? Are you serious?
The Athearn Genesis Big Boy. I know. I don't quite understand. And I don't look below that, and it happens to be another Union Pacific large thing. It's.
I don't see it. I don't.
Why is the N scale on this?
I could agree.
The Paragon 3 Challenger
Athearn won the N scale too. Wow. I could see Broadway getting
that's just because they were the only ones
Challenger
making
in there,
anything
because it was really good looking, but
it looked good, but
Big
sounded
Boy, it just
not
seemed
good.
kind of really overpriced and nothing changed.
Well, if you're talking like the Promontory Big Boy, the Athearn Promontory one, that one was good. That was a really good model.
Well, I'm just saying the Big Boys, they've raised the price of all of them.
Well, yeah. But they have also added like one feature, so in their minds it's justified.
This feels like the Oscars to me. It's just like whoever paid the most for the spot.
Yeah, whoever paid the most in advertising.
That's neat.
Yeah, I didn't know that existed.
So I want to address a couple of comments real quick. Where is it?
Yeah.
Split Rock says, wasn't the HO Lionel Polar Express a Bluetooth equipped engine? Yes, every single Lionel HO engine is Bluetooth equipped. That's a really neat feature that Lionel has that no other manufacturer has. That's like Lionel is doing some dope stuff, and their newer models are voice controlled, so you can talk to your train, be like, "Hey, move forward." Yeah, that's what I thought. Right?
People
Like you can.
who don't have good sight, they're like, train,
Hold
go
up, let me
forward.
pause this Spotify real quick. Gotta slow down my big boy.
So I wanted to address that. Northwest Railfan said the model railroading isn't structured in a way to get reliable results. It seems to be heavily influenced by advertisers and only gives 3 or 4 options to vote. That's what I was kind of picking up on too. It doesn't. It seemed, in my opinion, it was either rigged or the choices that people had to vote for were very limited.
Well, because it's
very
only
suspiciously
Athern and
heavily
Broadway.
weighted towards Athern and Broadway for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the only ones making steam locomotives right now.
I
I mean,
well,
but
MTH put stuff out too.
And MTH
MTH
has 3 models with smoking whistles, so it's interesting to me that nobody picked, that wasn't a good contender, because that was really like game changing for the HO market.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really talked about it though.
They didn't. They were more because those models came out at a weird time. Everybody was more focused on MTH shutting down. But Randall said if Lionel is going to be a serious player in HO scale, they are really going to have to up their game, or Scaletrains and BLI are going to leave them in the dust. Look, here's the deal. Excuse me, and this is what I want people to understand. And Randall's right to a point, but this is what I want people to understand. Lionel is not in a position right now with what they currently have in HO. They're not trying to compete with the high-end manufacturers. They're not trying to. They're right now. They're competing with Bachmann. They're competing with Bachmann and like no. Here's the deal. They're competing. Their train sets that they're making right now are budget train sets. They're for young kids or family members to put something around the Christmas tree. They're not concerned with making high-end models yet. When they trust this is all I'm going to say. Wait until they come out with their first scale HO model. And I guarantee you, it's going to be the Hudson. I guarantee you, they're probably going to try to put a smoking whistle in there. But I'm telling you right now, they might even be trying to figure out a way to do cylinder steam. And to relate this back to Scaletrains, Lionel. This is what I feel like. In 10 years, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see Lionel and Scaletrains going head. Well, I'll throw Broadway in there too. You're going to see Lionel, Scaletrains, and Broadway going head to head for trying to top the other one over and being innovative. I think Lionel's going to have the advantage to a small degree because they're just so established, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they also have resources.
They have exactly. They've got resources. They've got engineers, developers. Like they're going. I guarantee you, if someone's going to do cylinder steam in HO first, it'll probably be Lionel if they can get a scale model down in time, because Lionel's always innovating. Scaletrains will probably follow suit. I know that they're working. They might be able to beat Lionel out, but I guarantee you, the fact that we
don't even know if they're going to do smoke right now.
We don't.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
I'm telling you.
At
some point in time.
It's an echo. I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna remember this, Drew. I'm gonna remember this. If Scaletrains does smoke, right? Let's say they do smoke, which I have a feeling that they will, at least in a couple of models, just to play around with it.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to try to. They're scale. I have a feeling Scaletrains is going to come up with the most badass steam engine you've ever seen. Flickering firebox, smoking whistle, smokestack, cylinder steam. If they can figure out a way to do it, this might be 10 years down the line when the technology is a little bit more refined to where they can reasonably do it and make it affordable. But if they don't do it, Lionel will. And then what'll happen is Broadway Limited will follow behind. Yeah. I think what's going to happen is when Lionel gets serious and Scaletrain, and then on top of that, Scaletrains comes out with their first steam locomotive, Broadway is going to be forced to step their game up. They're going to be like, well, shit, because I think the other thing I think too is that MTH, that Lionel is going to make a lot of the models that Broadway did. Like I could see Lionel doing a Y6B and HO, but they're going to do it better. Yeah. They're going to kill it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we need to see an improvement in sound soon, because if I hold a recording of a steam locomotive up to this microphone, it's going to sound a whole lot different than if I hold a HO locomotive up to the microphone, even Rapido. Like, it's not a dig against anybody, but nothing sounds as good as the real thing, which is kind of preventable.
But if Lionel can figure out a way to do the quillable whistle, like
Oh
the
my God.
legit quillable whistle in HO, like with their rail sounds, with make it compatible with DCC,
They can.
that
They already-
that will
that-
be a
And what about
Sam,
Scaletrains?
hang on. Sam, they've already done it.
have
I was
they?
about to tie everything together in the
HO?
Scaletrains Conspiracies.
Hang on, real quick. I want to address what Sam said. They've already done it, and here's why. Lionel's Bluetooth control system, you can control your train with DCC or you can control it with Bluetooth. All their legacy equipped locomotives are the same thing. You have all the features at your fingertips from a legacy equipped rail sounds engine on your phone with their app. So if you download the Lionel app, you can quill the whistle and do all that stuff with your phone. So that's what I'm saying. If they take their O scale sounds, put it down into HO, you're gonna get all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a wrap. It's already done.
Mm-hmm.
and if they do that, but it's still like some whistles quill better than others, and I'll agree with Drew that I think they do need to improve their sounds if they want to enter this market, especially with ESU and TCS. And Drew, I know you really want to say something, so
Drew's gonna pop.
I'm just trying to move the conversation forward. We've really been on this for a while.
Okay.
all right.
So relating to Scaletrains for the last 20 minutes of the show,
What were you gonna say,
God.
bro?
Are you all right?
I've had a really stressful weekend. I'm going to be up until like 2 a.m. working on a NMRX clinic that I haven't finished up that I have to present in less than 24 hours.
It's all good, young man. You got it.
Well, what if Scaletrains releases a steam locomotive for the operator line at some point? I don't think it's going to happen soon. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen
at
ever.
all.
Wait, time out.
That seems to go
operator-
contrary to what
stand
Scaletrains
for.
wants.
What does it go? Operator,
Operator,
counter,
rivet
there's
counter,
a-
museum
there's a
quality.
generic-
But they were talking about they're considering a level between between rivet counter and museum quality for some of the MTH stuff that doesn't really fit in either one.
Yeah, I don't really see them doing an operator quality. They're gonna do a museum quality model. Oh my god, dude!
Their rivet counters are already pretty affordable for what they are.
Like, imagine getting a steam locomotive from Scaletrains in that beautiful box, just like the turbine, made out of wood and leather. Oh my god!
With the market that Scaletrains and MTH have, there's no point in making an operator steam.
Yeah, because then they'd be
There's no point in competing
fighting
with
against
Bachmann.
Lionel and Bachmann, and it wouldn't work out.
And that's not what their market is. Their market is the high-end rivet counter
Rapido tried to
quality
make
stuff.
It's not so much a matter of the steam market versus the diesel market. It's more of a matter of a company that has a loyal customer base for super detailed stuff versus companies who have
That's what I mean.
loyal followers with cheap stuff. For
Here's
lack
the
of a
thing.
better term,
Do we in model railroading? I guess there are people. I can't say there are people that are loyal customers to a particular brand because look at this. Look at the Tsunami apologists. They're like, oh my god, I'll only buy Tsunami. Tsunami's the best thing here. You'll never need anything but Tsunami. It's like, dude, calm down. Like, Tsunami's good.
I get the
But, like,
feeling a
there's-
lot of people who were like Tsunami loyalists they got Tsunami when Tsunami was the only thing that was available, and then they just never switched. And now they're defending their position. They're like, oh no, my stuff's still good. It's not outdated.
Well, they're like, no, Tsunami 2 is, yeah, dude, it's the best quality sound. It's like, dude, all right. Have you heard Drew's Canadian Pacific steam locomotive? You're not. No.
I'm not going to say the name. We're not going to say the name nor the
No, we're not gonna say
manufacturer.
the name.
It's just a locomotive that has a 464 wheel configuration and was made by a manufacturer in Canada. That's all we're going to say.
Moving on.
I'll say the number 2860.
Yeah, so you can guess. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. And
It
we
might
can
be
move on.
right behind me.
Yeah, it might be slightly
yeah, it's
concealed by
also-
curls right now.
Yeah, just take a look.
You
and
crazy
see.
kids.
Top right. And if you still don't know what it is, then Google it.
You can
and-
tell that's the exact same one too because it's got the BC rail thing on it.
How do you install those? Because on my to be unnamed model, It comes in the box, and there's no like
I don't
instructions.
know. I don't have a Rapido model.
Okay, moving on.
You think I'm Canadian, so I just know how every single Rapido engine works?
Yes, that's how it works. You're expected. It's on the Canadian citizenship.
You just ask
laws.
it politely, and it gets on there itself.
I don't think the Rapido service team wants to hear from me anymore.
I guess not, Drew. Hey guys, so nice breaking down that steam engine. Yes, Drew, we know. Thank you. Yeah, so
I love your steam engine so much.
I love you guys. Drew's is at the doors. I love you guys so much.
Banging on the window.
So
Can I
good.
come in? Can I come in, please?
You make the best trains ever. It's like God himself after the blueprint.
I would love to come inside. Can I please come inside? Would you let me inside?
What's the name of the guy that owns Scaletrains or not Scaletrains? Rapido?
Jason.
He's like, hey guys, can I hang out with Jason? Is Jason free? Can Jason
You're
come
like
out to play?
texting him. He's like, so what you doing tonight, Jason?
Hey Jason, what's going on, man?
It would be through his work email.
Look, I
It
know-
would just be
I
like
know-
text message style conversation.
I
one
know
way.
it's 2 a.m. and you're probably like working on a train or something right now, but I had a really good
Or
idea I just
sleeping.
wanted to share with you. Yeah, Drew, or sleeping.
Or sleeping. It's only 10 for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, dude. Drew.
I don't know why you're yawning. It's only like 6 o'clock for you.
7.
Oh,
9
excuse
for me.
We need Drew to tour
I didn't
Rapido
make
HQ
any
and
tea.
beg Jason Tron to adopt him as his son.
I would pay to watch that video.
So,
Oh my god. Like, hey,
Rapido
so
might make
not
that video.
not
So-
to make it weird, but Jason, I actually got these adoption papers, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to just sign it
I
right
want to
here.
call you Daddy,
making me-
Jason.
Okay, calm down.
So I
Making you
actually
my legal
did-
father and heir to all of your models and your company. Thank you.
So I was looking at colleges because I'm in
Jason will pay
that
for it,
age
don't
group, and I came across Toronto University or whatever, it's University of Toronto.
You
And I
thought
was
about it,
like,
didn't you?
know, if I went there, I could join the club across the street from Rapido HQ, but I don't think that's worth spending the ridiculous amount of international tuition.
You know
That
it
would-
is.
Scholarship.
I would count on that from Canada because I literally looked it up and there's supposedly like rioting or not rioting. That's what we have in the we have in the U.S. Yeah, peaceful protests in Canada about
Those
like
don't-
how
those don't exist in
expensive
this world anymore. Sorry.
Toronto University is. University of Toronto, something, whatever. Oh my god, it's a long night.
But back to trains.
What
I don't know what.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what started us on this, but Lionel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lionel.
I don't know what else there is to say about it. They're not great right now, and they say they're going to be good.
I would disagree. Saying Lionel is not great right now is like saying light.
For a rivet counter, they're not the
Dude,
first.
they're
choice.
not. Look, they're not trying. Okay, that's like getting mad at McDonald's for not being Hell's Kitchen. That's not what they're trying to do. That's not their market. They're just trying to give. This is the fast food of model trains. Lionel just wanted to have a nice, simple, quick model to put out so young kids could run around their Christmas tree at their grandparents' house. That's all they wanted to do. That's all I'm saying. Give them time. They're gonna come out with something badass.
We can't expect Ronald McDonald to act like Gordon Ramsay out of the gate.
Yeah,
What if there was
700F?
That would be a TV
700F.
show.
The thing.
This
the thing that
picture
I'm
is
worried about-
terrible. Complete trash. Get it.
What if there was a show?
This
know what,
Johnson bar?
We should make that a skit. We should make that a skit and put it out next year for April Fools.
Yeah,
Like Hell's Railroad, right? Just like have me like a chef costume, and like you guys each have a table, and I walk around to each one of you like, so what do you have for me today? Well, sir, we have an MTH Big Boy.
I have a Rapido
Impressive.
Royal Hudson.
Really, Drew? Another Rapido Hudson? Listen, I expected more from you. Last week you did the same damn thing, okay? Every week it's another Rapido model. I demand variety. The sound, it's good. But the detail, this side rod here breaks if you touch it. Send it back.
True.
Send it
pick
back.
it up. That's the issue. You
can't
can't
argue
pick
with
it up.
Walk over to Sam. Say, Samuel, what do you have for me? Oh, a mohawk. Different. I like the detailing. Kind of
Why does it
plain.
work? Why does it work?
It doesn't move.
He's got one of the brand new.
The problem.
He's got
I
one of
like
the brand new Broadway FEFs, and what you
Oh,
gotta do is
yeah,
just
we'll
pick
have
it up
those
and
by
just
then.
throw it on the floor.
This is like this model. Set it down. This model.
If everybody here goes on Amazon and spends $30 on a green screen, I will make that happen.
Dude, I'm down. I'm gonna buy one anyway.
I
That would
like it,
be
but it's
hilarious.
trash.
Like just critiquing, going like it's a food competition, but it's just trains. That would be hilarious. Oh my
I
god.
really like what you've done here with this sound install, but I can still see the little wires in there.
They're
It's driving
red.
me mad.
They're red.
Also, I'm noticing no flickering firebox. What the hell, man?
And then you move to the table next, and it's like, oh, it's flickering, but I can see the LEDs from the side. It's not okay.
Your locomotive is stuttering.
We only accept 4 chuffs per revolution around here.
No more, no less.
Oh shit! I don't
know
care if it's a
what
412
we're
too.
talking about and why we're talking about it. But 14 people apparently find this entertaining, so I'm glad that we can make your night.
Oh
Oh
man.
my god! I need to get like a hot tea with like 4 tea bags to spring me into motion for another 4 hours.
Oh,
of
me too.
Functioning.
I forgot
Drew,
to
you'll be
make myself
fine.
tea
Awake
before
time.
the stream.
I'll just chug a Mountain Dew.
Oh,
I haven't had a Mountain Dew in years.
You're not missing much.
I haven't had a Mountain Dew since 2018.
In Delaware, nobody drinks it because Delaware's in Australia, as we found out this morning. 15
Yeah, you're,
people
you're drinking
listened while we were
Casper.
talking about Mountain Dew.
sorry.
We
What?
quickly lost number 15.
Wait, we're just gonna glance over Australia's in Delaware's in Australia.
Delaware's in Australia.
What the? What?
You're
actually
missing
believe
so
that
much
for, like, a
context
half a
here.
second.
I don't. You know what? I don't want. Just explain to me after.
I say
after the
Delaware's
show.
in Australia, and everybody's like, "Is it? What?"
So, real quick before
You
we
believed it.
okay, time out. So real, god dang it. Real quick before we end the show, can we go back to looking at some more of the PFM sound because I found that really interesting. Like,
That's a good way to wrap it up. I'm gonna rename this podcast for sure.
Can
Yeah, it's
I
probably a good
also say that like I'm afraid
Why
for
PFM
not-
make the best
I'm not like,
sounds?
afraid. I'm not afraid of innovation, but I'm afraid that when all this stuff first comes out, like when Scaletrains makes their first steam engine, it's going to be like the first model, not brass, over $1,000. And
I think it might be excessively expensive.
and that's and if I'm gonna be honest, if it's over $800, I don't really care what it is. I'm not gonna buy it.
I think there's a good chance it could be $700 ish, no matter what it is. But then again,
Yeah.
let's hope that's not the case. And if it is, that's not the end of the world. But I just won't buy it.
I mean, I'm used to like $400 steam engines.
Yeah,
I'm
everything
just
Broadway
like
makes, no
used
matter
to
what
that.
it is $400.
So I'm afraid because their museum quality SDL39 was what, $350?
Mm-hmm.
Just like we might be way over double that for a steam engine, and that freaks me out.
can y'all hear the audio on this?
I cannot. It's a
Not right
commercial about start your free
I've
trial
been asked
now.
several times about
Oh, I can hear it.
Powers my railroad, and I will show you here in just a minute. Does have sound.
That sounds
Wait,
kind of weird.
what decoder is that?
I don't know if that's good or bad.
What decoder is that?
The
I thought it sounded good.
WTA.
Drew, what?
That's what it says in the title. Look at it.
The WTA.
Okay, here in just a minute. Does have sound, and this is an SN3, and down over here
I think
is
that sounds pretty good.
plug-in walk around.
Oh, that's like the proto throttle.
Get out.
Except it's not photo at all.
buttons.
It's a throttle. It's a throttle and a little handheld controller. Therefore,
He said,
proto
"I'm
throttle.
sorry." That's like
I would prefer that over that Digitrak's like
he did something good.
new thing they're making.
That's like saying an iPhone. That's like saying an iPhone.
It's like a brick. It's not the same thing, bro.
I'm comparing an iPhone to a brick.
I was gonna say,
Oh my god. All right, I'm playing this.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
for braking, all different kinds of braking systems.
It's like,
wow.
Any of those. It also has pulse if you want a little bit of that on there, and we can go direct. Or
A whole wheel dedicated to quilling the
all
whistle.
these buttons up here, or we can go direct.
How wonderful!
DC power supply anywhere, and then you have direct control of it. Of course, reverse, back and forth, and then the throttle. So at any rate, this is what I'm gonna work with, and this system then is not only plugged into this one, and there are several of these scattered around the layout, and we will go ahead.
Wow, that's old.
And
This is like first gen DCC.
coming around to the
That's
other
what it looks
side,
like.
we're on my power
Prehistoric GCC.
This is
Six-pin
OG
connector.
DCC.
powers the whole thing, and of course it's got a
This is decent apparently.
and off and on.
It's so old. It's still got the GP9 paint.
Powering that is
Oh,
Hold on.
the sound comes from a mini sound 2, and you can buy these. It can piggyback right onto any DC power supply. And you can get these from Randy Lee at Grizzly Mountain Engineering.
can you still buy this?
Several of these, I think, in stock.
New?
Got a whole bunch
Yeah.
of them because they were made
eBay.
in the 70s.
Oh,
Really,
I was like,
well.
are they still
And,
manufactured?
that's what I'm using
No.
for sound on my DC railroad. So
How much is
Why
it?
not just switch to DCC
grab the power
at
supply.
this point?
Because
light
sometimes
switch up.
retro shit's cool.
That blows my mind. And the sound is coming from the engine.
And what's really cool about this whole thing is while the train is moving, I can unplug this. Notice the
Something
train
we've had in
All right,
DCC
see you later.
for 20 years.
around here,
Leave that thing running in a circle for 2
and
decades.
the train is still going. So you can actually turn on your train and let her go. Now, for
Again.
the tunnel here, I'm going to speed it up considerably so we can go around.
He's got a
to the other
firebox
side.
in there too.
And while the
Again,
train
this
in
is
the
something
tunnel,
we've had in DCC.
I'm going to unplug me here and walk over to.
Whoa, wait! His layout is a lot bigger than I thought.
This is
What?
part of my railroad?
What? He's got
Plug it in.
Okay.
Now, while it's unplugged, you
going
can't
on over to the 2nd division here.
Oh, that's actually nice. He's got a nice layout.
Yo,
really good
pretty
layout.
much.
And
So
this
is the
this
sound
from
coming out of the
5 years ago?
locomotive or out of like a speaker?
Wonder what that layout
Hang
looks
on,
like
hang
now.
Out of Loco.
And there it goes.
Oh,
So
wow.
the sound is working pretty good.
It is coming out of the locomotive. How?
Better than.
How does
How
he
is he doing
how is
that
that
with
possible?
DC?
I like Grizzly Mountain Engineering's. We'll go.
He's got
across
marker
the
light.
coast here.
This looks better than half of my models.
This sounds a whole lot better. If
It
you
sounds
want
better too.
a railroad, that's. Now we'll speed this thing up so it comes out. And
This man made the most out of the space that he had.
This is a Grizzly
Yeah.
Mountain Engineering sound system.
How steep are those
I have
grades?
Wait.
for my main 2-foot, which is on the upper one,
Jesus.
and that's the mining part.
Wait,
of what it is.
How big is this layout?
He's just
And,
he's just got a whole
it's going
second
through
section
and-
for a mining railroad.
He's like, and over here you look, this is my O scale layout, and
He turns the camera around.
and if we go
he's just
outside, it's
got
my G scale layout. There's 3 acres of G scale. This is the
And then he has
backyard.
7.5-inch gauge that ride on stuff like on
Turn
his
around. He's got
speaker
the
of his
whole
state.
SP.
Here's
got a-
my steam locomotive.
He's got a big boy in his backyard.
He's like, and here I bought 4014 and stored it in my
And if you
shed."
look to my left, Cheyenne yards are right out.
I built Cheyenne Yard.
If
in
you
my
look out the
backyard.
window right there, you'll actually see my model of the Altoona shops, and it's actually just the Altoona shops.
It's a 1-to-1 scale version.
That's-
No, he just bought
just
the whole
owns-
shops and just ship them over to his house.
Yeah, he just has Cheyenne in his backyard.
Scale.
All right.
And so they run on SN2 track, which is really HON3 track. I know this is
So
kind
it's
of
N scale.
I can run HON3
I'm so confused. Ratios, my math, my brain
I
hurts.
should have studied in school.
Of course, running gear works really well. So at any
How
rate,
tall is that?
I move my throttle
That's so
up.
crazy. Why did we ever have to switch from DC to DCC with this?
I know.
Like what?
And I'm in the process of
Yeah, why
working
didn't people
on,
just do this?
a yard for my town of Gilpin. So this is how
Gilpin.
the system works. Give me
No
a call
idle sounds, though.
if you want.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm more impressed with this than I am DCC. Like this blows my.
Exactly. Oh my god.
But keep in mind, these are also, he's like, oh, and I can take it off and I can move it around. It's just like, that's what we've had in DCC for.
Picks it up off the
basically
track,
ever.
has a keep alive in it. Like,
Is this
You
from-
get it. You
is
have
this
figures.
video
We're
from,
just
like,
here for the
80s?
sound.
sir,
Oh.
can you move a train?
Wait, is that like
Western
a
Maryland
Maryland model right there?
I
Western
like, I
Mar-
like
don't
that
you-
engine.
We're
How
just
dare you.
trying to listen. Can you show us the sounds, Mr. Video Maker?
Show us the sounds.
Grizzly ACPM, Jim
But he
Harper
also
Proto
had-
48.
That, I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Oh, that wagon top.
Why don't you run him back?
Whoa.
Come around all the way for you.
One chef per revolution. One chef per every other revolution.
I think it's Rod Clank.
Oh. Oh, I swear to God.
What?
If it starts chuffing,
Guys, hang on, time out. Look at the video quality. This is an
Yeah.
old footage.
yeah, that's what I said at the start. Is this from like the 80s?
So get ready. We're about to have whistle smoke and smoke coming out of the
Yeah,
the thing.
these cylinder steam.
Cylinder cocks, yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm going back to DC, FDCC. We're way behind the times.
Seems to be
I think-
missing chuffs or something.
I think there's something wrong. That sounds so good.
Yeah. Take note, scale trains. That sounds like live Steam sounds, like those like ride on small things. That's what these kind of remind me of. Like it's kind of condensed sounding sound, but it still sounds realistic.
I don't get it.
We get it. You have a big forehead.
Oh my god, those chains!
How much
now-
did this
now
cost when
it's
it
synced
first
up.
got released? Like ballpark. Anybody know?
What now?
How much did this cost when it first got released?
A few $100.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was expensive.
All right, Broadway, listen here.
Broadway Limited. Listen, when you can't make sound,
This is
Better
what good trains sound like.
Make sound
50-year-old
that's not this sound.
50-year-old sound files, like, oh my
This
god,
is what good
dude.
trains sound like.
Wait, what?
Huh.
Audio control-
Broadway has no excuse now.
Yeah.
No one has
They
any
really
excuse.
don't.
The fact that
Nobody has any excuse anymore.
TCS just came out and got to the level of this,
Mm-hmm.
You right.
and ESU. What? You're trying to tell me it took twice my lifespan to get to something that we had 50 years ago?
Those are also probably custom recorded sounds, though.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really make a
Yeah,
difference.
some of them are.
Go out with a microphone.
This is
you
not
know?
all right. This is not train sounds.
That looks like it is.
Oh, wait, hang on. This is a whole video on the. Hold on a minute. Hey, all right, boys. We'll probably learn something here.
It's like
Hi, everyone.
1990
Guys, this came out this
James
year.
Wright.
This came out a month ago.
What?
This is a brand new. This is March 12th, 2021.
Oh, we're gonna get copyright strikes. Let's go.
This is, you don't get
No,
cop-
it's
okay.
not. It's not patented.
Yeah, like
What?
we're giving Thomas's Roundhouse.
Yeah, look.
Shout out.
Everybody go subscribe to Thomas's Roundhouse on
All right.
YouTube.
Well, guys, he's probably going to break down the whole system here. I'm really curious as to how this all works.
Thank you for checking out my videos.
You're welcome.
Today I'm gonna bring you.
He's about to get like an influx of subscribers for no reason. He's like, well, why?
Giving us too much credit.
Hold on.
Really, it is dated back to late 1970.
Wow.
To early 1980, and it is Pacific Fast Man Sound System 2. And as that given, their sound system
Is this the same people that made the brass locomotives?
much.
That's what I'm wondering.
Like, is this
It
the same
might be.
Pacific Fast
It
Mail?
probably is.
I think it is. Because think about it like this: all the models that we've seen, these sound files being put into are brass.
Yeah.
So I would think that someone was like, you know what, like it'd be nice to really have these high-end brass models with some decent sound in DC.
Yeah.
And this is what came out. This is insane.
Nobody said in DC. They just said decent
Yeah,
sound.
because
Full
DCC
stop.
didn't exist yet.
Well, DCC was invented in the 70s.
Was it?
So,
Even so, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been.
it wasn't.
widespread.
I don't think DCC became prevalent until the 90s though, because Lionel Trainmaster Command Control
Well,
was
I
a
remember-
big deal.
Well,
I
Bachman
remember even
began
in my
selling
childhood-
their Easy Command in like the very early 2000s, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like even in my childhood, I knew many people at train shows and stuff that still swore by DC.
Mm-hmm.
It was
And
invented
people
in
still
the
do.
80s by Marklin.
I remember as a kid, like most dealer tables you could go to at train shows. I'm thinking back to when I was 4 or 5. Northwest Rail Fan said it is the same importer. Nice.
That's
I
Aaron.
remember.
No.
Anyway, I'm just saying, it's God dang it, Drew! Now I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
You're trying. Was that a pun?
Ba, 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 ba. Well,
It's not like what we have enjoyed today with DCC system, and it takes a lot of effort to make the miniatures trains to make sound. And as you can see here, that's compared to our DCC consoles today, it's pretty large in terms of the size of the console. And compare to an HO engine up there, you can tell how big it is. And it is operate strictly on analog. And that is additional fun part of the system is the sound is very different. I think the reason you check out this video is very likely that you have heard a lot of good thing about this Pacific Fast Mail sound system.
And I'm here to tell you that it's absolute trash. Don't buy it.
And that's the very
Don't just
reason-
get
Skip
DCC.
forward a little bit.
and,
Just do
because I
DCC.
read the review online, and
I want to see. I want to know how it works.
because I don't know if
We'll
the
skip forward.
people-
Oh,
on.
my camera died, so that's why I'm frozen in an eyeball scratching position.
Nice.
Gosh, Drew, stop picking your nose in front of everybody. on stream,
Stop
dude.
picking your nose. What are you for?
Oh,
Wait, you
it
actually
looks
are.
like, doesn't it? Can you see me in
Split
my
Rock says that this was
audio
really, really
or video
expensive.
quality. Huh? I look really weird.
Well, also a few $100 was really, really expensive.
I was gonna say inflation.
Yeah,
A few $100
$300 was a
a few-
lot of money.
$300
70s.
back then wasn't $300 now.
to do that. And I would say after some early testing, I'm impressed with the sound quality that the Pacific Fast Mail sound system can produce. And it has a lot of limitation, believe or not compared to the DC system today. And so the demo today simply want to show you what are the options available, a quick intro of the system, and some quick demo on how does the locomotives and the system sound. Okay, so
$41.
Here is are a quick intro of the major component of the PFM sound system 2, which we
Fast
have
forward a bit.
console here.
Don't you want to know how it works?
Oh, we're just gonna sit for 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Controls. To your left, we can see
This is kind of painstaking.
All right, fine.
It's
I need
like,
to
I'm resting my eyes right now, guys.
My
Like,
butt
we-
hurts.
we
I
get
need
it.
to Finish this.
I just wanted to know how the sound is being played through this to the engine on DC. That blows my mind.
Okay.
Because as far as I understand, this is making all the sounds.
Uh-huh.
But how is this making the sounds and is playing through the engine?
probably a similar like decoder thing.
Do
Yeah, I-
do
well-
do 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 do.
cassette.
Do,
has-
do, 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 do.
Wait. Shh. He's explaining it now. Hold on.
Oh, it's explanation time.
For the
ASMR.
So this part, I think the cassette have the recording of a certain part of it. For example, maybe cassette number 1 is for generator.
There's multiple
bells
cassettes.
and blowers, and
Oh my god.
2 for the air pumps and couplings, and cassette 3 for wheel noises. Okay, and back in the day, actually,
What?
players available separately.
Oh, radio. That would make sense.
Available is cassette available just a section of it, and at the early time, you can actually buy 3 separate cassette players and connect it to the unit separately.
Oh my
Later on,
god,
we have
dude.
this one unit, we can put 3 cassettes in there at one time. Okay.
That's insane.
And the third component here is that a reverb unit. Actually, it's a dedicated unit for the whistles. And with this unit, the sound of the whistle you will feel that more airy and more realistic. And we will do a quick demo later to
Okay, let's see it actually work. Are y'all not blown away by this right now?
We are, but we're also like,
I am, but it's also like just get DCC.
It's a
Yeah.
Santa Fe 3500 series specific and made by Hallmark, Dongjin, and in Korea. And the sound unit was installed in the tender. Actually, there's a speaker in there, and there's some electronics units in there, and in the boiler.
That's a nice model.
The wiring connect to the motor, and also some electric components connected.
Did he just call it a decoder?
It's already
Mhm.
with the
Because it is a decoder.
So it's DCC, but not.
It's not. So yeah, it was. This was DCC before DCC.
It's like BLI's little train master thing.
Kind of. Yeah. Just incredibly more complex, and it uses cassette tapes.
Well, yeah, because that's all they had.
Connecting the tender and the engine.
I remember back in the days, and all we had was cassette tapes. That was. I came at the end of that era. That was wild. CDs were like a big deal.
The engine that I was using for this demo. And just a quick note that
I'm really trying to figure.
get started. Part will be just to help everybody how to spin the wheels. So simply gradually open the throttle.
That was a little not gradual. He lied. It's pretty not gradual.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
The fact that the chuffs are in sync is another.
Cam motor. And
How do you synchronize your revolutions?
I have
Instead of CVs, you
Sparky's
just
here.
slow down. Oh, what? I haven't even been looking at the chat. I
These-
feel old now. Had 8 tracks when I was a kid. I had the iTunes store. To me, that was my OG.
iTunes store, young man. Let me tell you about LimeWire. Let me tell you about LimeWire.
Because you had to pay $1.29 for every song, but now you pay $9 a month and you can do anything you want.
Okay.
Hey,
Drew. First of all, back in our day, we used to
in our
download
day.
our music illegally. Okay.
Yeah, well, and then they had
off of LimeWire.
the music
And Real Player before LimeWire. So don't come and talk to me about iTunes.
Did they actually show you this like music piracy is wrong videos in school?
No, because I was homeschooled anyway.
Point is, really?
Yeah, for like 15 years. But then I went to public school. Then I went to college. But anyway,
public school, yeah.
Yay!
I love public school.
I went to public school for jazz band to be a jazz drummer.
Anyone say, yeah, public school.
Yeah, public school.
Fights.
It's what turns me into a fatigued person.
Let's hear the whistle, damn it. Where's the whistle on this?
Yeah, crippling nicotine addiction.
So he says in 1970, this was $340, which is $2,400 with inflation.
There is no way it is that much.
I believe it.
That's insane.
There's no way.
That's insane.
There's no way the dollar has dropped that much.
I 100% believe it.
It is. It definitely is. It makes complete
sense. And then he
sense.
also said that he pirated his music off the radio, and another person confessed to that as well. I in the eyes of the government, I never pirated any music because I was raised to pay my rightful $1.29. Or
Drew,
else
get your goody two shoes self out of here. Okay,
shut up.
Not even going to the creator of the actual song, just going to some random publishing company.
Well, that's what I did with this. You just download it off. You just let it play. If this video gets copyright striked for that,
it
might.
Well, actually, for the Jeopardy theme song, it might.
Well, because we did the Thomas the Tank Engine episode, and within 5 minutes, it was like 3 copyright strikes,
Thomas,
and they were all fair use, and I didn't want to go through and get like a strike to my channel. But
to be fair, that is toy companies for you.
Yeah, 1979 minimum wage was $2.15 an hour. Huh.
Jesus Christ!
And this other, I used to download music from YouTube MP3 downloaders. I don't do that, but how do I get footage
now?
How do I get footage for my intro and outro? I just download it. I just like, what do I use? 4K video downloader .zip.
Okay, let's figure out where the whistles. Oh wait, here we go.
Yes, you can send a link in the chat. Oh wait, moderators, if you're here, could you approve it if you see it, please? So yeah, I think you should be able to post a link. If you can't see it, I will do my best to figure it out. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like rock.
Well, hey, if you would listen for a second.
It sounds like if I took a cup with like a little bit of water in it and blew through
some ice cubes, just like shaking some ice cubes around.
So crystals, you have 3 types of control. One is the activation. The next one is the pitch or the tone of the whistle.
Oh, maybe he had the pitch off.
Oh, if you sent the link, we don't. Oh wait.
Very high. So medium.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
We got to get.
He's quilling that.
Oh, it's.
Oh, now it sounds like a whistle.
It sounds like the one that you buy.
I don't know how you guys
like
can hear
Five
anything.
Below, and you blow into it as like a toddler.
I think it was just his microphone quality.
Oh.
Like, listen to how crap the engine sounds.
No, it's different combination here.
And also coming through live.
Anybody know how much a classic Coca-Cola train set is worth?
$5?
I don't know. Somebody asked.
I have a Budweiser train.
This is a good answer. Whatever you think you got enough for it.
let's play.
Because
Yeah.
I sold
Yeah.
stuff for probably way too cheap, but
It's worth whatever somebody will pay for it.
yeah, that's pretty much how everything is now.
Yeah, this is microphone quality.
Yeah. That's good.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was squeezing a goat.
Let's try.
I really hope this video doesn't get copyright claimed.
What?
Just chill.
Watch
We're
his
not even
subscriber
making
count
money
go
at
up
it.
by 20, and yet he files a copyright strike.
Why would he do that? We're not like stealing his. I mean, we kind of are.
Technically.
but it's also
We
like,
No, we're not. We're talking over it the entire time. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not his
For
video
review.
because first of all, it's covered by
Alright,
part
you
of
know
the
what?
logo, and second of all,
I'm
we're
gonna
yelling over the whole thing.
and how
I'm
is he gonna
watch these
see it?
later.
Hey guys, it's
we
KSI here.
spent 20 minutes on this.
Well, yeah, because it's
Sparky Windows 7 wants to borrow your Budweiser set.
Well, it's not a set. It's just the engine and a passenger car. You can borrow it for some money if you want.
Yeah, you got to pay your rent.
it just blows my mind how good this system is, and it's like
For
50
DC
years old.
in 1970.
It's
Also,
50
that
years
brass
old.
importer charging
That brass
$2,400.
S1 though. That brass S1
What is that noise?
brake squeal.
The fire alarm.
Fire alarm at schools be like.
Yeah, can you sue your school if you get ear damage from a fire alarm?
Probably.
I want to do that. Oh no.
I think
so
my
crazy.
local
Anyway.
hobby shop has a brass
Anyway.
too.
Well,
Brass
we've
one.
talked about this quite a lot tonight.
We have.
Are we?
How are we gonna
you
relate
think-
this back to scale trains?
Just make your sound good like that, Scale Trains.
Yeah,
That's all I can say.
that's what that should sound like. Well, actually, it
So-
should be better than that.
Yeah, it
because
should be
it's been
better
50
than that because
years.
that was 50 years ago. 30 years ago because 40 years ago.
50.
50.
No,
50 if it was
1970,
1980 would have been 50 years ago.
1990, 2000, 2010, 2020. There we go.
Good job. You can count to 5.
Yeah. Public school.
Your
Public
age.
school.
But it was like late 70s. It's been like 45 years or so.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Well, is there anything else that we want? Oh, do we have a public Discord server?
We
Yes. Would we like to make this
Yeah.
public? Because
Yes,
somebody
we should.
didn't want to make it public, and then we did.
Who's
not.
going to make it public?
What's it called?
NC said it wasn't ready, but it pretty much is.
Whatever. Well, he's not here
It is
tonight.
now, kind
So
of.
what's it called?
We haven't done anything since then. It's been dead.
The classification yard.
No, it's just the manifest official Discord.
Oh, how do you spell it? Just spell it out. Spell it out so people can go look at it.
Let me look at it.
Okay.
Because I don't
So
know
for
what
the
it
person
is.
who wants to, so
I have
Discord
to
for
op-
people
to
who
reopen
don't know, it's
Discord.
like Facebook, but for not really Facebook, it's more like just a group
It's
of
better.
whoever.
You're gonna have to put a link in the chat anyway.
It's
Oh,
the Manifest
okay.
Podcast official Discord.
Yeah, you
Manifest- I
have
can
to
just
have
copy it.
you have to have a
The
link,
Manifest
an actual
podcast
link for
episode.
people to get.
Oh well, then how do we get
You
the
have to invite.
link?
You have to
What-
invite-
what-
That's
have
what
it
I'm
get-
trying to get to you.
What if I don't know how to invite somebody? I need some tech support.
I
Member
can
list.
create just a permanent invite, and you can just copy and paste.
Create something.
chat.
Okay,
You can,
we're
you
really.
can, yeah, you can put it in your description.
Yeah, and you can put it in
Oh right, we
description.
could do that.
I had one of my Discord servers on like my bio on Instagram or something for a while.
So it's just us, and I think somebody else joined, and then they left.
That's messed up.
I don't think we've sent any links out, so I don't know how.
Did you
anybody else-
create the invite link, or are we just
Discord doesn't want to start up for some reason.
okay?
I have my Discord open, but I don't know how to do it. So
So,
there's an invite.
so for
button.
anybody who wants to join the Discord, we will have it ready for next week. Unless, I hit the drop down.
Oh wait,
hit
hold
it.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
Server
on.
settings, create something, privacy, nickname, muted, channel, leave server, server boost, invite people. and it says
I got it. I got it. It's go. I don't know how to put it in the chat.
I did it. Okay, here in the chat, copy and paste that link, and you can join our. You can be the first person that's not us to join our public Discord server for the official Manifest Podcast Discord. Are we good for this week?
I think so.
I'm very good.
Well, we'll see you next week in some way, shape, or form. I do a NMRAX clinic tomorrow about finding the best speaker for HO scale, which you can watch on Facebook and YouTube. I'll be on at 2-something p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to tune in Sunday to TSG Multimedia when me, John, and some other people will
Him?
And no, I said did I say John? I meant to say Clint.
Wow, dude.
I said me, Clint, and some other people. But I guess, what did I say?
Don't worry about it. It's not important.
Whatever. Me, Clint, and Drayton and John Abaticola, because it's his channel, and 2 other people will be doing a panel about young people in the hobby. Cool, bye. Oh my god, I need to find the outro. It's been a really long.
Everybody.